I'm trying to pin all of my shit so that I don't forget it.
That's a good call. Okay, I think we're all set. I think we're good. Is everyone good?
I think so.
Yep.
That would even be great.
Okay. That's not allowed. So,
Don't know what's time.
this is going to be a Dune one-shot. I know, surprises. So, some quick background and a couple things to go over before we do character introductions. This is 30 years after the end of time. So this is 170 years before the main campaign. The way I'm going to do this as far as story-wise goes, depending on what happens in this one-shot, will depend on how the world actually is. So what you do will affect the state of the world as to what happens. Just to be fun. You will be... Where you're mainly going to be is in the upper left. All the way in the upper left of the map's danger zone. It's Dune. What happened when the end of time happened in this area? First off, Dune is the only place in the entirety of the known world that was unchanged. As far as there was no crossover, there was no cross sections from other universes here. It was just the zone's worth of Dune, of sand and rock. And what happened, people theorize, is because of magic. The worms went into a frenzy, making this a completely uninhabitable zone. Anyone that would step foot on stand would just get eaten. Where we're starting, the four of you, which we will go into, all very recently had a premonition. One that you feel deep down in your core you can trust in every way, shape, or form. That on a very specific day very soon, the frenzy will stop. And that there is a treasure trove of some of the most amazing things in the center of the desert. A potential to even start a town there. And so that's how the four of you will know each other. We can start off with some introductions. I'm going to start from the upper right of where we are and go down. So, Paul.
My name's Paul Malop, and I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even like sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Oh, God.
Scratchy. Some premonition, though, huh?
What's your class?
Oh, sorcerer.
Okay.
Wild magic.
Wild magic sorcery. That's always fun. That's my favorite.
That's why I'm on the surface. Blew up my whole city. Vanished.
Okay. Muldoon.
My name's Muldoon. I heard there were good runes up in here. Going to challenge the lads up here to a fist fight. Maybe do a little bloodletting. I hope I've answered your wee questions.
What are your classes?
He's Scottish.
Rune Knight.
His class is Scottish.
This is gonna be really hard to keep up.
Yeah, that's a lot of energy.
You've committed to it.
I know. I think I might have to drink a little bit harder if I'm. Rude Knights and Gloomstalker.
Fighter
I'll slit your throat before you see me, and then piss on your grave.
Gross.
He'll do it.
But I ain't that bad. You just gotta get your anger out, you know? What a better
The
place to
best.
do that than Dune?
Exactly. Okay then. Mick Mac Mac McMackle Snack. Introduce yourself.
Yep, that's me. Mac McMackle Snack.
I really appreciate that.
I'm an old wizard. Divination. Related to the Booble Snoots, etc.
I need to ask. Can I put something into the Boople Snoop lore real quick?
Oh, sure.
Do we have a
when
Booble Snoot lore thread somewhere?
We really
we
need
don't,
one.
We should.
We need a family tree.
We do. When the end of time happened. So the Boop Snoop McBoople Snoot lineage use coins. We know that to get their thing out. When the end of time happened, the eldritch horror that controlled the magic that got these coins to exist and the amount that it did vanished. So they have to start from scratch if they want to get these pamphlets. The beginning.
Fuck.
That's what happened.
All right, well that changes a number of things. So
Well, okay, if it changes things,
I'll go with
doesn't
it.
Need to. What, are you saying that because you have coins? Do you need the coins to exist?
no, I don't need the coins to exist.
What do you need to exist?
I mean, the coins help, but technically, just I need McMackle Snack to exist.
Okay.
What I need is your fucking magazine to stop gracing my doorstep.
Yeah, you've already put a lot of coins out with choosing a different way of using the magic. You have 30 years to redo
Okay,
the
that's
coins.
fair.
So you got time.
That's way more than enough time.
Exactly. Okay. Cradath. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cradath Nightmaker. I originally was out in the Arctic for many years, hunting and stalking and being a ranger and such. You might think because I'm a Colossus I don't make a good ranger, but I just really run at them real fast with my battle axe, and that takes care of them.
Okay. So, you all have had your premonition. You've all met each other. All being part of the premonition was seeing the other 4 people that were going to go with you. And the towns around this danger zone have kind of taken to you as far as, the people that could break into this area and maybe figure out what's happening here. And they have offered you their services. Specifically, you have 3 other groups of 4 people that will be tackling this from a different vantage point, aka your other characters if you end up passing away, are coming through a different area. But you're all one big expedition trying to get towards the center. The way this will work, so if you have any magic items, you can get 2 magic items of your choice, as long as they're not like super duper duper powerful, that the town is giving you. They're like, take these. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I said in the Discord to think of a couple magic items.
You sure did.
Jug of mayonnaise.
I definitely did.
Whoops.
I did say it. That was the
You
answer
did.
to the question. I'll give Cradath a...
Oh God, I didn't check for my response. I just
I,
came back and I saw the link from the Dune kid.
Can my great axe go to a +1?
Sure.
Oh.
Would anyone else enjoy a +1 as one of their magic items?
I'm just looking at a few other things.
Sure. Classic choices. always a pearl of power if any magic caster would like that. As a suggestion, as a hint.
I get something like bracers of defense, a little more AC.
Also a classic, bracers of defense.
You know what? I'll be boring. I'll do a +1 scimitar and a +1 short sword.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I was going to say this as a joke originally, but they changed it completely. I'll take a cube of force.
Is it no longer completely...
It now casts spells.
Oh, okay. Let me just go.
They totally changed. Yeah. Take a look over it to take a peek because it's nothing like it used to be.
Okay, and you honestly already have the resilience sphere, so it's not crazy. The only big thing is
I have
Wall of Force.
Wall of Force is the only thing that's beyond my capabilities,
sure,
so I could say I can't cast that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. I'll let you take it. It's 5 charges, so you can only cast it once.
That's a good point.
Well, you can
Twice.
cast it twice because it's 10 charges. It's on
Yeah.
there. Okay, so Muldoon has both of his items. Cardath, you have one more you can grab. McMackle Snack. You have one more you can grab. So
I'll take a Pearl of Power.
Pearl of Power, classic.
Animated shield.
Nope.
Like a Pearl of Power as well.
Damn it.
2 Pearls of Power coming.
Oh, actually.
Do you want me to put this in
The
there?
anal bead. The anal
put it in
beads
there.
of power.
Sick.
Where else would you store it?
That's the
Exactly.
thinking, lad.
Equip
They'll
it
check
and
your pockets.
attune. Greta, I don't know why the game is paused. You can just run around here if you want to. Currently, there's really nothing. I can hear Keegan's mind, the gears in his brain going, how broken can I make this? Everyone else is like, I'll just take something that's reasonable. He's like, how can I?
Can I get a boomerang of returning?
We really wanted that to work.
I
Don't you?
really wanted it.
that.
I
Don't have. I can just give you a. What is a boomerang of returning? The answer is yes, but I don't have it in Foundry. Is it a +1?
I actually have no idea what the boomerang is that D&D made. I was looking at Mithril.
Boomerangs. That's a Reddit thing.
Can I get a Mithril?
You would need to. You would need to get an
+1.
artificer in the party.
Yeah, like a breastplate, a +1.
Oh, because it would be a returning, that means it always comes back to you. Sure, I can give you a boomerang +1 that always comes back to you. Why not? Okay. So now that you've chosen your magic items. Dune. So, Dune itself, in the way that it is unchanged, also somehow amplifies the light from Avirath and creates the intense heats that used to be there. The way it works, traditionally, over the course of a day, you would need to drink a gallon of water. In Dune, if you travel by day, you need to drink 4 gallons of water. If you travel by night, you need to drink 2. The caveat is, if you're going to try and sleep during the day, you have to be able to find a cave, which would take a check to do that. If you were to stay outside and sleep in the sun, you would still require the same amount of water as if you were traveling by day. When this is why we're using encumbrance. It takes 5 days to get to the center where you're going for, your premonition as you're setting up and you're getting everything together. So you would need a total of, depending on how you're traveling, you need a total of 20 gallons of water, which, for anyone who doesn't know, it's 8 pounds per gallon.
Could have taken a fucking jug of mayonnaise.
So this is not in relation to the water or drinking side of things, but in relation to the needing to sleep or rest inside a cave thing.
Mhm.
Currently, I have multiple ways to just completely go around that.
Fine.
Do I need to remove those? Okay, I'm good to keep those spells.
Yeah, you have it's mostly the private
It's Leo
sanctum
and Leoman's tiny hut.
and those both stay up for a full rest, right?
8 hours, yeah.
Okay, sure. I have no issue with you using that. That means you have to have that spell slot. Unless you just have to have the cube. So you'd have to use the cube's version of it or the spell slot up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good thing by carrying 100 pounds.
So that means you guys would need 2 gallons a day then. The cool little thing I'm adding in with encumbrance, if you can keep your encumbrance under half, then you get advantage on all dexterity checks.
Perfect. I'm one size larger when determining my carry weight.
Now,
Big boys
I will
unite.
also point out, you are heading in there. Dune is not an area where it is easy to find water. You are heading in there to set up shop. So keep that in mind too when you're taking rations and water. Rations is 1 pound per day. It's a pound of rations.
If I used a spell like Tidal Wave or Watery Sphere, could we harvest the water from that spell?
Magic water in Dune does not work out because of the intense heat. Even Create Destroy Water cannot create water while inside the walls of this danger zone.
Suddenly wishing I learned Goodberry. A word I didn't know I needed to know in Scottish.
Goodberry itself does not even seem to fill you up the same way. Something about Dune and whatever is happening inside of it. But yeah, so you have, it's up to you how much you would want to take. You can feel that you discuss it. Think about like
So, run the numbers past me again. We need
whatnot. So
2 gallons per day.
So yeah, because you have a wizard that knows some cool spells, you need 2 gallons a day. That is 16 pounds a day of water. So a total 16 pounds times 5. You need 80 pounds of water to get to the center.
Oh, easy. Throw it in a cask and put it on my back.
You could just have
Who
one
packed-
person be the pack mule. He has 600 pounds of encumbrance.
I think we
It is also considered very unwise to have horses here, so you're going to be going by foot.
nice.
But yeah, how much? What are your? How much you taking? How many rations?
Man, that's
how much
just-
water? Are you trying to take extra? What are we doing? So the
That
bare
sounds like
minimum,
I'm just carrying a couple of mini barrels.
the bare
Is it,
minimum.
is it actually calculating encumbrance correctly?
It should. Yeah, I mean everything in your inventory is adding to it.
No, I mean our maximums. Is it actually calculating our
Yeah.
maximums correct?
That is correct. You have a -1 strength, which is the biggest factor of encumbrance, but you are still a bugbear, so you get away from that because you have one side larger.
And I have a 20 strength.
He's a
Proud
Goliath
of
with
it.
20 strength and also one
Yeah,
size
like-
larger, so he has 600 pounds. So the minimum
No,
to
that
get
makes
every...
sense. I was just I just
It's
wanted. There was a previous one where it wasn't actually calculating
No, this
the
this
one
one's
size
good.
larger.
It would take 320
But,
pounds of water to sustain the group.
Oh, 320 pounds?
to get 4 people to the center by itself.
I can carry 100 no problem and still be under half my carrying capacity.
And then
I can
food is
carry-
just 20 pounds. So, total.
I mean, if you can carry 100, I can carry 220 and still be under half.
I can carry like 17 pounds.
Nice.
And still
Yeah,
be
I'm
under
right
half.
with you.
your water bottle for the day.
Now I can temporarily hold quite a bit more than that, because giants might lets me become a large creature, but that's not going to get us very far.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute, I can throw Keegan across the room. Because I'm a large creature who's one size larger.
I think we'll make use of that at some point.
My plan was, if there was ever a cliff, I would become large, count as extra large, and carry us up.
That could be really useful.
I think that divides out totally fine.
Okay. I wonder if I can just override your encumbrance for now. Maybe I can just add an item that's just water.
100
not, then
pound
just-
water.
Keep that in mind. And you will, I mean, as time goes on, you will get less. Just change this water skin to 100 pounds. Let's go. There we go.
Here we go,
100 pound
boys.
Water skin. And then 220 pounds. Are you taking any more than that is the question.
Aye, we would, lad, but our compatriots have little tiny wee arms.
It is
I mean,
true.
I
You have-
did take desert as a natural terrain, so if we're in the desert for 5 days, I feel like I at least have a minor shot of finding water in one of those 5 days.
There are tales of potential, very, very rare underground water. There is said that there could be potentially at least a little bit of it under where you're going to go settle.
Do we still get favored terrain as a ranger? I thought they eliminated that in the new set.
It's Natural Explorer.
There's the feature.
What is that? A part as hunter?
You're particularly familiar with one type of natural environment or adept at. I believe you get natural explorer still, unless you're doing Natasha. I think
Because I'm 3 levels. I'm 3 levels a ranger. It didn't give me a preferred terrain type. They gave me Deft Explorer.
Is Kradoth made before
Oh my
new book.
gosh, he's cheating.
Kradoth
What
3
the
days?
actual fuck?
Well, honest to
Yeah.
God, they actually made the ranger better, so you may want to
You're
swap.
playing a gimp version of the ranger. But that's how it is. How are we making it now?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can actually easily change that without deleting him.
Kradoth is also above a half. Just as a heads up.
What?
You're above half. You had 123 pounds.
I can take
Oh.
20.
Delete. Sorry, I have more shit
Okay, what am I doing?
in my inventory than I actually needed.
Get rid of the great axe. The normal great axe.
The battle axe.
Or just the battle axe. Delete.
Yep, that I wasn't using. I'm not using the shield.
Okay. You're still
Do you have two?
still above half.
Do you have 2 pieces of armor now that you have a magic one and a not magic one?
He doesn't have magic armor.
I thought he chose breastplate.
No, he took breastplate as just a normal thing.
I got a magical boomerang instead.
Gotcha.
Why is this so different than what D&D Beyond is listing?
Do you have the
I might not have money counting. Hold on.
It's 17 gold.
That'll be
Shouldn't have that much. Oh, because you don't have backpack selected. Like, if you don't select backpack in D&D Beyond, it doesn't do the correct calculations.
I don't know what the backpack
I just toggled
button.
backpack on for you, and you're up to where you should be, plus the 200 pounds of water. That puts you at 313.3.
In the quest, we got a sand sled and run him like a pack mule.
So you also know from this premonition that the only way to get through the desert is to walk without rhythm.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. There ain't a Scotsman alive who's got rhythm.
Which, the way we're going to handle that is when you are, for periods of time in the day, I'm not going to have you do it super constantly, but you're going to have to do either a performance or an acrobatics check to see how well you walk without rhythm.
If you crit fail, does that mean you're accidentally very rhythmic?
And you instantly summon a sandworm.
Just performatively dance the most rhythmatic thing you've ever done.
You actually become a thumper. You don't mean to, but you become a thumper. Does anyone not know anything about Dune?
That's our movie.
Remind me how the series ends.
I mean,
Death.
there's only 2 movies so far, and there's a third one.
No,
actually coming out.
there's more than that, sir.
Well, okay, yeah, there's the old ones, right?
But no, I was being a dick because the books go so off the rails that becomes such a strange question.
Right? I'm
Boom.
3/4
Got myself
through the
there.
first book. And I've started reading it.
Yeah, the audiobook helped me quite a bit.
I feel like I probably should, but I'm just going straight. I think what's honestly helped me is the fact that watching the movies, I know, because Dune is a very dry book in the beginning, and it takes a long time to get into it, but like, I know
I agree.
the points later on, so it helps me get to those points, and it helps me be like, oh, that's a cool difference, and constantly. That gets me through.
It also helps me know the names.
Yes.
And so yeah, no, I did the movie. Well, actually, that's not true. I did an in-deep like geek guide to Dune. Then the movie came out, and then I listened to the audiobook.
Gotcha.
But it was I tried.
I know a little bit of what happens in the later books, and I know that goes very off the rails very quickly.
I tapped out of the second book real fast.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the second movie is still more or less the first book.
First book, yeah.
And then the third movie is not really following the second book's source material.
Gotcha.
So,
okay, so he got there. And you say, who has the 20 pounds? Are you giving it to Mac? Can Mac take 20 pounds? He can.
He can't.
Allegedly.
I can also take 20 pounds.
Yeah.
56 would bring you up. 56 would bring you up above half.
Oh, you're right. Paulum could take 20 pounds, though. Okay. Paulum, you're increased by 20 pounds. I only have 1 water skin, and I don't want to keep changing.
Oh,
do it.
right.
Keep modifying it.
No,
I gotta start ditching shit too, because I wasn't counting my backpack.
Gotta count your backpack. Okay, I do have a 20-pound water skin, and I have a 100-pound water skin. Let's go, folks.
The backpack also had water skins in it. Just
That's true. You actually already have a little excess.
as a heads up, that is what I deleted out of my backpack because I was carrying 200
You needed to hold
pounds
more
in
water. So you needed more water. So does it? All right. How much?
You also can just go. I mean, if you're a dexterous character, you can just go without the advantage.
I prefer advantaging.
Oh, that actually brings me to the point as we get farther
These
into the
these
desert.
empty pouches are fucking 5 pounds apiece.
What empty pouches?
Oh no, they're £1. They're worth $5. I have 2 pouches on me. They're £1 each, plus a backpack.
I have a 10-pound iron pot with me? God damn it. Throw that
Kitchen
out.
Stuff.
Dude, I'm not carrying 10 pounds of torches. This is going to be the campaign where
We get stuck in the dark.
You start using it like, well, you didn't keep the oil.
The other thing I was going to get to is spice, because it will come up probably multiple times. The way spice works in this, if you take spice, you have advantage on all checks for an hour, as you have premonitions. If you, for every day you take spice, you have to detox 1 full day and take a day of disadvantage. Which does mean if you did spice for 20 years straight, it would take you 20 years to detox from it.
Worth it.
My backpack is holding 40 of 30 pounds.
Are we taking spice?
Well, no, you don't have. You'd have to find it. I'm just saying if it comes to it.
Are we naturally just getting high on spice being here?
No, I'm not making
it.
No, technically you would if we're going by book lore, but no, there's not enough of it left to just naturally have you breathe it in and get high on it.
Who's holding on to rope? Do we all need rope? The fucker one is I have
rope.
I have 20 pounds of rations on me.
Are you planning on not eating?
I am planning on eating. It's just that's an additional 20 pounds to get me down that I wasn't originally counting on.
But don't you need those rations to live?
I do.
20 pounds of rations is enough to get everyone to... It's only a pound a day. That will get everyone to the center.
We each have 20 pounds.
Well, then you have a lot of excess food. God, they give you a lot of rations to start in this game.
They give you quantity 10 rations. They're 2 pounds
It's 20
apiece.
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for what I saw, it's a pound of rations per day.
Oh, this math said as 2.
Well...
We're eating hearty.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, quantity 10 is weight 20.
Cocksuckers.
I'm keeping the 10 on me because I would like to be able to get out.
It's a day is 2 pounds. So that would be, yeah. So you would need 40 pounds of rations in order for everyone to be able to make it there. Interesting.
What the hell?
What the heck? I mean, what's everyone set? As long as we know what we're going to be having, we can.
Sorry, I'm still working to get below half.
Gosh darn it.
You can keep going. I'm just going to keep deleting.
He actually just comes out with nothing. Wait. So yeah, you are going to then, once you've bought everything, or not bought, gotten everything from the villagers, you're going to set out. I imagine you're going to be setting out in the nighttime to start on your way through the area. As you walk up to the edge of this zone, it is like the zone before it is actually rather lush and green, and it's a forest, a wonderful forest. But as you hit this edge, everything seems to go away. You have rock outcroppings in a seemingly endless desert in front of you. The heat, even without the sun, still is way warmer than it was in the forest because of the amplification of the zone of Avirath's lights, either the light, moon or sun. As you step out the first step into into the rocks, you see that you can go a little ways, and then you're going to be met with a rather large stretch of sand that you're going to have to cross. And I'm going to need everyone to make a acrobatics or performance check. And I will tell you when a new day happens. Mick will snack. That way you can.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can't
Mac.
Athletics.
I missed a
You
Mac.
missed a
Sorry.
Mac.
I missed a Mac.
What the fuck?
You said
So it's
athletics or performance?
Performance or acrobatics.
And if we're under half our weight, the acrobatics is made
It'll be
with advantage.
Correct.
Thank God for that.
No.
It's doing the thing again.
I didn't. Did we have enough water, or do we have too much water? Because I'm still trying to dump stuff.
You have more than you need if everyone has a water skin on them originally.
All right, I'm gonna do normal because I still haven't gotten below yet.
That's great. You
still did wonderful.
Congratulations. You are able to move without rhythm as you make your way
Whoosh.
along the sands of Dune.
Whoosh.
Like that. He gets it. Then we get to go do these things.
Yeah, I can only carry 70 water. Is that going to be a problem?
How much does that bring us to total?
So he needed to carry 100. So someone needs to make up 30 pounds somewhere.
I can do 15.
How much more can Pool take? Pool can take 15?
I don't
I
think
already
so.
have 20. I don't think I can take any more.
He can't take any more.
Oh, you are carrying 20?
Yeah.
That works out then.
Let me lower me down a little bit. I'll tell you
need
exactly
a
what
15. Yeah. You're missing.
You gave me a water skin that's 100 pounds.
Correct.
Gotcha.
What don't you have in your back? What did you empty out of your backpack? I don't know if you've
A
already
bunch
done
of
that.
things.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to say I'm going to shave off 25, and let's see where that is. Let me see if I have 75 pounds of water. I can do 130.
That's
No, I gotta do-
That's 272.
It's
yeah.
close.
It's so close.
All right,
Drops.
20. I dropped 27 pounds of water.
So Mick will snack and take 15. There's still 12 pounds.
I could take 2 more pounds.
There's still 10 pounds.
Hold on.
How much water do we have total?
Pool already had some on him that I didn't account for. So
I don't need this quarterstaff.
If you drop the quarterstaff, he's good, I think. Let me.
No, definitely not.
All right, Muldoon is carrying 70. I
I'm carrying
have 200.
73.
73. 200.
35 on Mac.
Oh, remember in just the general back. No, okay.
15
Not
on Pool.
Not everyone.
22.
Has the thing. 22 on Pool. Plus, you have a 5-pound water skin already on you, Pool. So technically, you have 27.
Oh, look at that.
I was like, I think we're actually
that's
good.
Perfect. I believe you have the perfect amount of water to get there.
Yeah. We
Congratulations.
have a surplus. We could do math.
Did you give me the 20, or was that not necessary?
I gave somebody 23.
Well,
I divided it out. How many do you have on you, Mac?
we did. Oh God,
I have 0 at the moment.
you can take the 20, right? I think
Yeah.
You took the 20. You took the 20.
I thought you
Yeah.
had.
No,
I
but
thought
the
you were
20
adding.
Still works. I haven't added.
I thought you were adding it.
21.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
haven't added it yet.
How much total does Mac have on him?
Of water or weight?
It's gonna be
Of
20.
water.
Water 20.
Because he doesn't
20.
start with a water skin because he's a wizard. For some reason, they don't get to start with water skins.
That's correct.
Wizards don't drink. Everybody knows this.
That's also true. Yep. I don't need to drink anything, so minus mine completely.
That's not how that works.
I think that actually puts us just slightly under, but
I can take 2 more pounds of water back if I drop these pouches.
depends how much you guys want to keep doing math over 1 pound of water.
I think you guys have exactly. I'm gonna say from what is in your inventories, you have exactly what you need.
I would like
I
to
think we
discuss
could
that
really-
for
I-
another
If
few
the
yeah,
number
hours.
is
really
fudgy a
dive
little
in.
bit, it's okay. It's
I
okay.
will search for water each day. All right,
Oh, okay.
so we're zigzagging.
So first off, okay, ahead of you, you
Actually,
see a
mean-
rock
do your thing.
out.
I'm still doing that.
a rock outcropping. That's smart. Ooh, you cast magic. The worms get enraged and you're dead. No, I didn't.
No.
I did not invalidate your class.
Next character.
Wild magic triggers and it casts Thumper.
In front of you,
I didn't
You see a
apply anything.
cliff.
Oh, right.
it is roughly 30 feet high. I need. Who's going to be the leader? Who's the person in front?
I am. Muldoon will handle this cliff.
Then roll a perception check for me, Muldoon.
Alrighty.
Muldoon, I've got all the strength. We got this. Perception.
27.
You see what looks like a group of corpses on top of this cliff, and you see the glint of something on one of the corpses that catches your eye. Can't quite make out what it is from here, but you know that it seems to be something valuable.
I am going to use Giant's Might and make myself large.
So you are 10 feet by 10 feet.
Can I
mean,
see it now?
Climbing easier?
If you walk, you can walk up to it and go large, sure, and then I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It looks like still perfectly fine rations, a day's worth, so 2 pounds of rations.
Oh.
Ooh. In cans.
I grab them with my big hands and I stretch Armstrong my hands out so I don't have to get super close, because for some reason bugbears can do that.
You'd still have to climb a little bit. You'd still have to climb. It'd be easy, and you definitely could do it like without a roll because you are large at this point. Like you enlarged yourself, but you'd have to climb up there.
All right, I go up a little bit and use my stretch Armstrong to still grab them at the farthest distance away from them that I can.
Sure, you're able to get through there. The corpses don't do anything crazy. They're just corpses. It looks
just
like
reek.
they look just like regular adventurers, just someone that tried to make their way in here before you, maybe a while ago. They just ended up dying on this cliff. They look all dehydrated.
Ah, poor chops. But meal's a meal. I hand everybody some rations.
I don't accept.
That's 2 pounds.
Why don't we just eat them now so we don't have to carry them with us?
You could, and then you can keep the same thing. So at the end of the day, we're gonna minus off water and food.
Yeah.
So you can just not minus. One person just has eaten the food that they need.
Cool.
Sweet.
Consider it done.
I start mowing and talking to Frank's character. Weird that you didn't want to eat a dead man's food. You know we're walking through the desert today. Or tonight. Is it tonight or today?
It's nighttime right now. He actually changed.
I
it.
have very weak arms.
Wait a minute, is he seeing me with
Oh.
dark vision?
Oh no, there's a moon.
Oh, because I was going to say otherwise I'm invisible. Just
When
I do
you
have
go
dark
into
vision.
caves, it'll be funny if you ever go into a cave.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I need another performance or acrobatics check as you cross more of the open desert.
out of the way. Let me show you the dancing of my people. I just do an unhinged breakdance that has no rhythm.
You feel like, though two of you have a very rough time, two of you slip up, and as you stumble, you walk very rhythmatically. The other two seem to offset it, and you have a good feeling that if there is anything close by under the sand or even around, it wouldn't have been able to know. You are still moving naturally along the sand. And you see, a few hours have passed at this point, another large chunk of sand. Day is still a couple hours away. You see in the distance, near a mound of sand, someone hunched over. Just a single body.
Mark, I think there's another dead man ahead.
Ooh.
Do a perception check for me.
Let's check him
I
out.
wasn't making a drink in the other room. I'd be happy to oblige. All right. This is quite difficult to keep up. There we go. What do we see?
You see that this person is just barely breathing.
Oh, boys, we got a live one. I look around to see if there's anything troubling the man.
There is nothing around the man himself. He just looks very, very, very dehydrated. How are you approaching? If you're approaching at all, you can go. I mean, the sand is large enough. You could technically just go around.
What's the vibe?
That's very, very weak. You don't see.
No, not of him. Of the team.
Oof.
Just do it. Just doing a vibe check.
I don't know.
We only have enough water for us, so we really shouldn't spare it on someone who's already dead.
We did ditch quite a bit back there to make sure we could carry exactly the right amount.
Desert Claims, another one. See, this sand is awful.
Do we put him out of his misery or let him suffer for days?
I doubt he has.
That's your call.
How close are we to camping for the day?
You have a feeling that one more thing will more than likely happen before the day is over. Few hours.
Search for a little bit of water in this area?
Sure. Roll a D100 for me.
I give him help.
Oh boy.
A D100 with advantage. And then we will add your survival modifier to it.
Alright, wait. 2 D100s.
Okay, so an 89 plus...
I have a +4 survival.
Okay. You try, and you feel like you almost get on the trail of something, but you can't quite find anything. You almost feel like you come across a cave, but it turns out just to be a very rocky-looking dune.
That's a pisser, ain't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we could find water, then I would have maybe felt like sparing some for that man.
Well, do we let him know and then just put him out, or...?
From the time that it took to search for this cave, you look back and the man seems to be dead, and he slumps over and seems to make a somewhat loud sound.
Oh, shit! Did he thump? I'm asking if he thumped.
I wouldn't call it a thump, but it definitely is a noticeable noise.
I start moving on.
I think we gotta get the fuck out of here, boys.
That's fair.
Okay. So, I need another check.
What would you like me to check? I ain't your fucking doctor.
I need a walk check. I need your acrobatics or your performance.
I'm just going to use the 14. So it's a 16.
Sure. That's great.
24.
You walk very well. You even walk so well that you get the feeling that any potential noise that was made previously wouldn't be able to be even attributed to you if anything was going close to said noise. And right before the day seems to end, you're about to go into either your tiny hut or use one of the things that will get you into a pretty easy spot. You smell cinnamon. A very big waft of cinnamon goes through the air towards you.
That smells like money.
Breathe deep.
You would know. Okay, so that doesn't give you the spice, but you would know that from anything you've read, spice smells like cinnamon.
But I bet you spice sells too, doesn't it?
You don't know because you imagine that that's what the treasure trove would be, selling spice. But no one has ever sold spice in the post end of time. So you actually even have the ability to set the cost of it.
Well, I'd go take a peek at this wee patch of cinnamon.
Okay.
I would as well.
So I need
Maybe mark it on a map in case we need to come back.
one of the two of you to do a perception check as you see this cinnamon.
It is so difficult to do other things while I'm in character. All right, coming
Can I
back.
So yeah,
So
you either
I
can
would
do one
always
with
take a
help.
look.
You either can do one with help or two separate checks, and I'll take the average. Okay, so as you and Paulum go to check this out, I am going to say you are able to see the spice, this large pool of what looks like, not pool, but this large amount of red spice on top of the sand. But you also hear a hissing sound that sounds like an imminent explosion. And within that moment, because you are able to perceive it, I need you and Paulum to make a dexterity saving throw. With
Thank
advantage.
God I took it.
With advantage. You already have it technically.
Thankfully.
No, it's the dex checks that you have advantage on. Oof.
All right, dex check
Dex saving
or
throw.
dex saving
with advantage.
Damn, you are not rolling below 20.
I am. We are only rolling on the things I'm good at so far.
So something, essentially an explosion is happening. Is there anything you can react to that? You said
I
observe,
can. Yeah, I can use
Okay.
bend luck. Use a sorcery point to roll d4 to add to my d20
Okay.
check. So
I think
do
it's
that.
yeah, I think it's before because you might have passed, who knows? But I think you have to do it beforehand. So
Yeah, I want
you
to
can
add
do it
in
now.
there. Possibility.
Okay. So you feel like you are about to take the brunt of whatever is about to blow out of this sand. But something happens where your sorcery, your magic nature, like a gust of wind comes from behind you and shoves you off a little bit further. And you're able to get out of it as the sand itself explodes into these large spice clouds. It makes a very loud noise.
I back up before I inhale any of it. I don't want to be high as pterodactyl titties before we go down for a wee nap.
Are you staying around it? Or are you what is the rest, what's everyone else doing as well?
Is it done hissing? Like, are you...
the explosion is done, and it is now just a very loud noise happened, and there's an explosion of, and now there's a
Is
lot
there
of
a bunch of
spice, even
spice
more
in the
spice
air?
on there's spice in the air and spice on the ground.
Did I land in the spice?
No, you landing in the spice would have meant you would have taken the hit from the explosion.
Oh, okay. Can I go to the spice now?
You can. Yeah, if you like to stick
Column's
around for a bit, you can.
Yeah,
Palm
can I
Lock's gonna
harvest
try
stuff a
the
little bit?
spice.
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception?
My
Enough
path-
for whatever you're asking.
Yeah, totally.
Where do I?
14.
It's a 12.
18. Mine's 18.
Okay.
12.
So you're able to all get a handful of spice, which is something that you can inhale one handful. But as the last person is inhaling this handful, you hear a different kind of hissing and movement.
I wasn't
hear
going to inhale
large-
mine. I was going to pocket some of mine.
Oh, that's fine. You can pocket it. But as you're getting this, you hear large underground movement coming towards this field. Muldoon catches it. No one else does.
Something big's coming our way, boys.
Where's the nearest rock?
There is a rock maybe 100, 120 feet away.
Do all of us have 30 feet of movement speed?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out a tiny length of rope, throw it up into the air. Everyone climb on in.
Oh, cool.
All right.
I'll run and jump on that.
Who's the last one up?
Because they die.
No.
Craddock would be the last. I was gonna take my boomerang and whip it out onto the sand, like 90 degrees to the direction of where the noise is.
Sure. So you're trying to just make a different noise?
Just
Another
trying to
loud
make a noise somewhere that isn't directly where we are standing.
We'll have you do. Let's just have you do a deck. Well, what's your stats? What are we looking at here? How do I make this good? We'll do an acrobatics check to see if you can throw it properly and in the right spot and kind of make it hit the angle that you want it to hit. It's okay. But yeah, as you're climbing up, you see come out almost directly underneath the rope. You see the sand sink in, and these giant sharp teeth start to show up, and you are able to just barely clamber up into this.
I
tiny
climb
pocket
faster.
this tiny pocket dimension. The rope trick did definitely help. You're able to climb up as this thing eats you, but not actually, because you're not in the dimension. You're able to see out of a pocket dimension. So you see the inside.
Do we see what the inside?
Sandworm, and then you
Yay.
see it go back
I
into
knew
the
life is
sand.
meaningless.
What in the Sam hell was that?
I would puke out the hole.
Puke out the
Straight
hole,
into the
comes
worm.
around for another pass.
nothing
as
would be
it
worse
hits
than the sand.
Oh my god.
Why
does this
keep happening?
To all of Frank's characters.
30 minutes pass and it's gone. You don't see the rumbling anymore. There is just a spice field. It did circle a couple times, and then it left. And then another 30 minutes pass if you'd like to go for the full rope trick, and then you'd be good. It'd be done. And
No,
you'd
I mean,
fall.
if it's gone, I'll let the rope back out and let everyone out.
Sure. Okay. So you are able to then find a little rocky spot, and then as the day is cresting, you are able to go into what house or whatever would you like to make?
I'm going to cast a Booplestoot specialty, Leomin's Tiny Boople Hut.
Oh boy.
Everyone gather around.
Common lad, do you speak it?
Everyone gathers together, and I cast the spell.
Do I have to?
It's a real treat.
Inside the hut, basically every space, every bit of space that's not consumed by our group is just full of pamphlets.
I hate
No,
this.
boy, I do not need a pamphlet. My home be cursed with nae 30 of these goddamn cocksuckers.
I have to use this to keep the climate control.
What?
Why
Don't
do you
ask
have so
questions.
many?
They're magic.
Does somebody hate you?
Good night. I go to sleep.
Okay. Just do anything before they go to sleep.
Kradoth would snap his boomerang back to him.
It's covered in just digestive things. It's not great. Not great.
I wipe it on some pamphlets.
That's fine.
There's enough of them.
You find them to be surprisingly absorptive, and they don't actually like stay wet afterwards.
Wow, high quality paper.
Okay.
The curse of these pamphlets, they don't even light fire.
They do not.
And don't ask me what happens when you wipe your wee ass with it. Nothing sticks.
Smears everywhere, man.
I feel like that's one of Ross's new spells. I cast frictionless toilet paper.
Spell of overburdened toilet paper. You take 1d4 psychic damage every time you go to the bathroom.
You're adding eyebrows to it.
So as it's, what, 8 hours? So
Yeah.
as everyone is, as the day is setting, and I guess technically you'd have to do it twice, wouldn't you? No, I'm not going to deal with overlap because technically the sun's not only up for 8 hours, but it's 12 and 12 because Avirath has a perfect cycle of sun and moon. But that doesn't matter. We'll say that it lasts.
I mean, I could do
you
it
have a
again if you want me
special-
to.
No, you have a special Liamon's tiny hut that lasts for a day.
Because
part
of the
of the big
pamphlets,
snoop.
I get it.
It's part of the it's the part of the lineage. But as everyone is getting up from their long rest and the hut is just about to dissipate at the end of it, you're in 10 feet. You look in the outcropping that you're currently in, and you see what looks like rumbling in the ground. But it's not the rumbling that you think it is.
The rumbling of water.
Just take a little bit.
It's a geyser.
You
Dune
see
2, doing your
creatures
mom.
coming out of the ground.
Not again.
And they look zombified, skeletons of old adventurers, and they look aggressive. And as the hut dissipates,
That was a
You're
long
in the
rest,
combat.
right?
yes, oh yeah,
And New Day, no.
it is.
Right?
Yeah, I would say it's a new day.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. It's going to get really confusing if we don't call it a new day.
That's fair.
There's enough stuff to keep track of. Oh, and you guys
God
are
damn it.
down.
Oh, okay.
What is it? So 2 gallons. So you guys are down 8 gallons of water.
You want to just take it out of my water?
Sure.
Is everybody shaving off a little bit of weight?
That's Mike's just gonna deduct it from my water because
Oh, and as is standard for casters, I'm assuming I immediately cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah. No, you can do that.
you rise and shine. The morning stretch, crack, mage armor.
Yeah.
I really liked that type of mage where you could automatically get a free level 1 spell every day. So you just auto fucking have it mage armor on every day.
Warlocks have very easy access to free, unlimited casts of mage armor. It's pretty
great.
amazing.
They need it.
They do.
Hey, I need to actually roll all initiative. Oh, are we doing rerolled initiative or no? You know, it's tied. So what are the settings? Checker.
We don't have to do it.
Rerolled initiative's off.
Why is the initiative tracker pinned to the left-hand window? I
No, I
can't,
can't move
move
it.
I was
didn't
trying to
do it.
figure that
No, I
out
get-
too.
I
Oh,
didn't do it.
that's terrible. That's covering up my character sheet, which I can move. I'm aware.
No, you can't. The character sheet lives on the left-hand side. We all know this.
Michael, why did you do this to the combat tracker?
Actually,
Why
now
didn't
my
you do it?
now my character things are different.
Yeah, I don't like this
I
at
didn't
all.
do it. I didn't do it.
Change is bad.
Mike, I
Unplayable.
constantly have told you no new things.
Anyway, Krodoff, what you doing?
All right. Krodoff, Big Daddy Krodoff is going to run down here toward this here biggin. And I'm gonna give it a good old slapping with the great axe.
That's going to hit.
There we go. So, here's where I need to actually start remembering this stuff.
You didn't want to use the Great Axe +1?
Wait, did you? Oh, you gave me a separate great axe +1. Damn it!
You've been holding 2 great axes?
I've been holding 2 great axes.
Hey.
I told you to look
Just
for your magic weapons.
Swing and we'll hit. I'll add +1 and then I'll delete the old Great Axe.
We got that's 20 pounds of water right there.
I know. I thought you just leveled up by.
I threw out rope and food.
All right, so I can add 3 damage from heavy weapons mastery. And it is not damaged yet, so I can't use Colossal Slayer.
Correct. Okay, and I'm going to
Alright.
add +1 to that.
I did add a +1.
Already did? That's fantastic. Now let me
Yep.
just delete your old Great Axe and have you never even think about it.
Alright, I'm gonna swing with my great axe +1 now.
That was good.
Does that one hit?
Nope, it's 1.
Oh man. Poop. I can't cleave either because nothing's within 5 feet of it. So, that's what I got.
That's your turn. Okay. This guy's going to go. He's going to walk up to Paulum. And he's going to start with a dreadful glare.
Spooky.
I need Paulum to make. It might work. We'll see. It's probably just going to make the mummy make it. Yeah, I just made the mummy make it. Roll wisdom save.
This will be good.
Ooh, you just barely are able to shake off what it seems to be scaring you. It seems to be very frightening. It's looking into your eyes. And you're almost afraid as you stare into the depths of this mummy. But you're able to just
Your
barely
eyes
shake it
also
off
are
in the
kind
end.
of weirdly glowing.
And then he's going to try and punch you twice. The 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
You are taking. Jesus Christ. These are CR3 creatures.
If you say so.
Your
TPK, that's
hit-
a level 8 team.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 15.
Oh, that's fun.
And then he's going to make a second attack. It is a 24
No.
That was just his first one.
Wow.
for 15 damage. So your hit point is reduced by another 6 after that. As he looks into you, shake it off, and you're focusing on his eyes, so you're not able to dodge out of the way of both of his fists just coming around and hitting you right into both sides of your rib cage. And as they hit you and as they leave, you just feel necrotic energy sink into your body. Muldoon.
Like to make an assessment. Which one of these guys looks the worst?
What do you mean? The
Oh,
strongest?
do I just have an inkling of whether the flaming skeleton or the minotaur are more powerful?
I mean, this dude's big.
Not a rolled thing, but
not
just
really
from
in combat.
being
One
level
looks larger, that's for sure. So it depends on what does Muldoon think? Does he think the large target is scary or the one that looks more caster-esque? Like, what is his thoughts on magic and whether it's more powerful than a larger creature? I guess would be the deciding factor. Because without a roll, you're not going to be able to really know. But
That's
you know
fair.
that like one seems to be more caster-esque and one just seems to be larger and beefier.
The thing is I can really quickly take down a beefcake.
They took away the
think.
Minotaur Skeleton's Great Axe, but they just gave him an unarmed strike that does the same damage.
That doesn't make any
Nice.
sense.
I'm gonna see if I can take this guy out first.
Frank, I don't ask questions.
Maybe you should.
Don't ask no questions. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this asshole. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this asshole.
That'll hit. That 18 will definitely hit.
All right, I am going to Dread Ambusher this and Fire Rune this.
That's fantastic. Let's.
All right, I gotta turn the lights
happens?
on because the plus sign does not light up on my keyboard.
Oh, that's fun. Takes an extra 2d6 fire damage and a strength saving throw. Oh, wow.
66?
The 2d6 from Surprise, 2d6 from Dreadful Strike, 2d6 from the Fire Rune. So I will.
God damn.
And he has to do a strength save, is it, for fire?
Let's hit it.
Please.
Invoke Rune.
Truly
Item.
insanely bad rolls there.
That was a really
Yeah, it was really bad for 76.
unfortunate.
Creature
He must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1
restrained.
minute.
Cool. Strength saving throw. 7. He is restrained.
And on his turn, he will receive another 2d6 at the start of each of his turns. And he can
Nice.
repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn to not be restrained.
Cool.
I'm going to use Nick as a follow-up attack.
Nick, I didn't know you were going to help him attack.
Thanks.
Just do what I can.
That'll hit.
Tag him in.
He is near death, barely holding on to life.
All right. I am going... Can a restrained person attack of opportunity?
I believe so, just with disadvantage. Yeah, it's just with disadvantage. Restraint doesn't remove your ability to attack. It just makes you... You actually
I'm gonna
roll,
let him
roll Doom one more time to see if you crit, because you also have an advantage on that attack.
No, that one gives me the advantage.
No. He's
Hitting-
restrained. He's restrained.
Oh.
Close. Closer, but yeah, no quick.
Gotcha. All right. I am going to risk that he can't hit me to go here.
Disadvantage. It's a 9. It does not hit you.
Okay. I forgot I didn't actually need to touch him because I can attack from
Yeah, you're a
a
bugbear.
distance.
You have extra
And now
extra arms.
Now
Extra long arms.
I'm going to use my extra attack on the other dude.
Sure.
And
That'll hit.
all right, so that one gets an additional plus 2d6. These are terrible rolls.
Those are. You know what? You're trying, and that's what counts.
I just want to see how many of the damage rolls, how many of them are... Oh, no, they are changing. Okay. That was my... I am going to bonus action secondary attack
Sure.
with my offhand weapon. I'm assuming that hits.
What do we got? Sorry, it's up a little bit. 16 hits for short. Just not quite just barely, but it's close.
6. These are terrible.
That one wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
5-2.
I don't really want to use my action surge for the day on these guys. So I'm going to move 5 more feet in front of him, just so he can't do other things other than go after me or try to run away.
Sure.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Palm.
The next attack against the flaming skeleton has advantage because of Vex, I believe.
Or no,
Going
Vex
to
work.
cast
Greater
invisibility on myself.
invisibility. Ooh. You're
And
invisible.
because I cast a spell using a sorcerer point, I'm going to roll with the wild magic surge. If I roll it, what happened?
Oh no! Did I take away? Did I make you invisible and take away your back?
No, because it says I have to, once per turn, I roll a 1d20.
So
if I
yes,
roll
you
a
cast
20,
a
then I
spell.
roll on
Yes, correct. So you roll 1d20 for wild magic surge.
Roll for surge change. Is that what I want to do?
It's just a one.
Do
it's just a
it.
1d20. But yeah, I don't know if roll for surge change will do that.
Oh, let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
surge
Oh,
change. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so we're good.
I get advantage. Sorry, nobody else does.
Okay.
My
thank you. So you are invisible. Can I? Are you? If I do this, can you still see your character?
No, well, I can see the dice.
you?
I can see like my.
Oh, okay. That's gonna go away when it's not your turn. So yeah, I'm just not gonna. You're invisible for all intents and purposes, but I can't make you. I can't give you a conditioner that would take you out.
I'm just gonna go back here.
Sure. Mummy is not smart enough
That's
to
it.
understand what happened and is befuddled, so it does not make an attack against you. Okay. And that is your turn. The other mummy is going to come up, try and make an attack against McMackle-Snack.
Damn right.
First, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw as it looks into your eyes, trying to instill fear at your core.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take that 19.
Oh,
So
you
that's
rolled
a
your what were your
21.
two? What were your two divinations?
2 and 19.
2 and 19. Okay, that's great. 21 succeeds. He is going to try and punch you twice. I don't know how divination works. I don't know if you see the roll and then you could change it, or if you have to just give it to him first.
It's a check. It's not an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Check. Gotcha. Does it make a first attack against you? That's a 7. He's going to miss.
Excellent.
Second attack is a 14 mage armor coming through strong.
Nice. Love it.
And now it's your turn.
Perfect. They've lined up right where I want them.
Have they?
Yes. Thunderwave.
Ooh. Con saves. One in the upper left is an 18.
Okay,
One in
that's rude.
front of you is an 11, so the second one fails. The one in front of you is going to be pushed 10 feet back and take full damage. And then the other one's half damage, right? Half on the fail? On a save?
It'll save, I think. On a, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to...
All right. I mean, that was the one I needed to push back. So
right, that was the one that was in front of you. It does make a
back
very
just a hair.
loud sound. It'll
Yeah, but we're in a
audibly-
cave, so
Well, no, you're not. Well, you're on top of.
we're in a rocky area.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not making that on open sand. You're correct.
Mr. Sandman, bring me some sand. Bum 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 bum.
Okay, so on the flaming skeleton's turn,
Where the hell did he
first
come
thing
from?
it's going to do, it's going to reach out its arm towards the Minotaur. It is going to pull its arm into fist. The Minotaur is going to burst into flames, dead.
Oh,
And out of its corpse, a very small flaming skull appears and floats, laughing. And for its second part of its turn, it is going to try and hit Muldoon with a flaming scepter. That is a crit.
Sweet. In reaction to that, I'm gonna burn a cloud rune. It is redirecting the attack to a creature of my choice. I choose the flaming skull.
Can a cloud ruin make it infinite range? Additionally, when you're a creature you can
Yep.
see within 30 feet of you sit by an attack roll, you can use your action to invoke the rune and choose a different creature. Sorry, the attack using the same rules. Magic can transfer the attack's effect regardless of attack range. That's great.
Damn.
Okay.
So, let me bring that down to 0.
What's the damage? I'm not going to hit apply yet. Okay, so that actually works properly and gets the immunities out. Okay. Next round. Oh, I need to actually.
That's a big dice.
wow.
Did you turn the Minotaur into a...
No, it was his turn, so we'll get into a dice.
Ah,
And then the flame skull rolled. He's gone. Avirath, you have a flaming. He's actually the flaming skull's right here. If you're curious, he's dead.
Oh, that's not fair. I feel like Kratoth wouldn't necessarily know that these explode, so he's probably just gonna keep slapping at it.
That will hit for sure.
All right. Is it actually injured?
It is injured. You could use your thing.
All right. Boop, boop, boop.
Nice. It is near death. These things are not strong.
And I will give it the second swing then.
That'll hit.
Alright. I can only do that 1d8 once per turn. But I still get the +3 for hitting it with a heavy weapon.
It is dead. It does not explode. Flame skulls do not explode.
Alright.
they
Um,
implode.
A singularity is created.
As it turns into ash.
No, not
Would
again.
you like to move it all?
So, immediately after I score a critical hit or reduce creature to 0 hit points, I can make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action. Will you let me move and
You
do
can
that?
move. We'll let you move.
All
Okay, so As
right.
far as I'm concerned, you can move before you do it.
Ah! Now we
Oh,
got
actually-
you where we want you, you foul sorcerer.
Hold on. There's two
you
up
have
here.
enough feet to go up to the 2 if you want. I'm gonna remove
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna do it.
Now I've got you where I want you, you foul sorcerer.
You've got this. I feel confident.
You'll rue the day you messed with the mighty Muldoon.
That'll hit.
That is a 20 to hit. For 3. And then I would like to cleave
Sure.
into that one. Which I don't actually know how that works because I don't have a button for it.
Is that Great Axe or is that?
That's Great Axe Cleave.
Oh, let me actually. What is the regular Great Axe Cleave? I gotta make sure I grab that from the right source material. That might have been.
I think
grabbed from the
it's
old one.
just a 1d8.
Item.
Sorry, 1d12. Plus the Great Weapon Master.
Really? Great Axe plus 3 isn't. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's still 20.
I think it would be +1 because it's a +1 weapon. Plus 3 for the Great Weapon Master.
I'm gonna say yes. I'd have to look it up because for some reason there is no 2024 Great Axe imported here, so that's fun.
That's because he's an older character.
The other
That's-
one, 10. That's actually no, because I'm trying to import it from my end, and I should have all the 2024 stuff. It doesn't matter what character he has. Okay. So that was great. There's a lot of stuff done. This guy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Crada. To start as he looks into your eyes.
Oh, I was supposed to technically roll to see if I hit the second target.
Yeah, it's already gone. Next time you can do so. Actually, no, roll. Just roll.
Sorry.
Roll it for me. You already.
Sorry.
Chances are you'll hit it, but roll it for me. See what happens. That hits still. They're not very well armed.
All right. At least
Yeah.
I'm not cheating.
Wisdom saving throw.
I will give you a wisdom saving throw. It may not be spectacular.
It's enough. You're able to shake off the fear, but it is going to follow up with 2 punches. The first one is only a 13 to
ribs.
hit. The second
All
one
right.
is a critical miss.
I love
And
it.
it is Muldoon's turn.
All right. Things weren't supposed to survive the first round. The second round is quite a bit more boring. All right, I get advantage, and
you
I
do
still
not
didn't
hit with
hit
a 13. Correct.
him. All right. So let's do the follow. Here comes the. Oh no! Let's do the extra attack.
That one hits. Okay. He is bloodied.
All right. Then I'm gonna get the nick attack in.
That also hits.
Oh. How's he looking?
Okey-dokey. Still alive. Still alive.
Yeah.
Not near death yet either. So still alive,
All
doing
right, then
okay.
Then I'm gonna do a bonus action attack on him with advantage.
That does not hit. Just barely misses.
I'm gonna bend luck on that. Use a sorcerer point. Add 2 to that
Okay,
roll.
that hits now.
Huzzah!
Nice.
He is now near death, but still alive.
Do we want him popping up another one of those little skeleton things?
I mean,
Don't know if you can.
No. Well, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I should have done it at the beginning. I'm just gonna action surge. I'm going to hit him once with advantage.
That'll hit. He is just barely holding on to life.
And then the extra attack associated with it.
That'll hit. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it dies and goes up into flames.
I don't have advantage on the saving throw, correct?
Correct. It's a dexterity checks. You still succeed, so you are taking half damage. It's
Of 1,000.
emanation, so it does not hit, Mac.
Oh, back.
Woo!
So you're taking 8 damage, if you want to mark that off on your sheet. But it is now dead.
You'll rue the day you fought small Dune. Oh, I guess you're dead, so it's consider it rude.
Is it ever really alive, the skeleton? Anyway, Paula, you are invisible. You are greaterly invisible.
Yes. I like it. But I'm gonna cast some magic missile at level 2. I'm gonna do two on each of them.
You don't have to choose until after the missiles hit. So, if you want to kill one off, or you can just split it. It depends on what you want to do. But you don't
Oh,
have to
then
choose.
okay. Then I'll just put them all.
Okay. So
Going on the
4
first,
damage. 2
then 2.
damage. It's still alive.
4 more,
Still- yeah, no, it's not even near death yet. One more. Missile.
and then 1 more.
Roll a d20 for me. Okie dokie. Okay. Would you like to move at all?
Nope.
This guy is going to make Crowdoth make a wisdom saving throw.
What if they just stopped?
Where is that? I hate this. Where did
19.
it go? Okay, I see it now.
I don't know
okay, you
why it's so
succeed.
far up, but it is.
It does a thing where it doesn't know what to do sometimes because it's stupid. It's gonna still make 2 attacks against you. First one is a 15, which does not hit. The second one is a 22.
Oh, fuck, that does hit. Damn it.
4. 20 damage, and your max health is reduced by
I'm
11.
Gonna
Unless-
Stone's Endurance for a little bit of this.
Unless.
All the way up top.
8.
8. So you take 8
Oh.
less damage. It would be the physical.
Alright.
So your still would be reduced by 11 necrotic. If you had gone above the physical, then. But your max health is reduced by 11. And then it's McMackle Snack's turn.
That's me. I am extremely light on damaging spells. I'm gonna cast Firebolt
Sure.
at that mummy. Take
It
that.
does not hit. Just
Fuck.
barely misses. Just barely.
All right, that's my
Okay.
turn.
Would you like to move it off?
I'll move here.
Sure. Radath.
Alright. I am gonna
Just keep chunking them.
keep slapping away here.
Is your nickname Chunk?
It's 22 does hit.
Alright.
Chunkin's a verb.
It could be a verb and a noun.
I'm gonna do
And an
1d8 on this guy.
Ooh.
But not an adverb.
And then I would like to cleave through onto this guy.
15 hit for sure.
15 hits.
Yes, sir.
All right, for 13.
Dang. Still alive, but in very bad
Alright.
shape. Both
Oh,
of
good,
them
they're
are
both-
in very bad shape.
Fantastic. Well, I'm gonna swing back at this one for the second attack.
Okay, so it's just supposed to take on a hit. The second creature takes the weapon's damage, but don't add your ability modifier to the damage. So it should be 9.
Yes.
'Cause
One.
It's just a 1d12. You don't add anything to it for the damage. For cleave?
+1 because it's plus
Oh,
one
because
weapon,
the
right?
yeah.
And then +3 for heavy weapons mastery.
Oh, you're able to do
It's not proficiency. Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Okay. 28 hits.
28
Oh, we're
hits. boom.
short.
All right. For
Okay, so I'm using
14,
That'll hit and kill.
and then I would
You
love to
can't
cleave
Cleave
again.
more than once a turn. You can make this extra attack only once per turn.
Oh no! What? I was hoping that was a cheeky way to get 4 hits.
No, cleave doesn't let you go super crazy.
Okay.
It is a large weapon that you're hitting. You're not
That's-
whirlwinding, just spinning around.
I am the bringer of death with my executioner's axe, though.
Would you like to move at all?
I'm gonna trust that somebody here will be able to finish this off.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Crada.
Oh, the eyes should be getting through this
no.
all right.
Boop saving throw.
Okay,
Fuck.
you are frightened.
Chunk the perturbed.
I'm pretty sure it's just that you can't move closer to the front. Frightened, the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls with sources of fear, and it can't move closer. Yep. But he's gonna make 2 punches against you. That's really what we're getting at here. 2 rotting fists. 23.
You know, that one might hit.
For 19 damage.
Christ. I'll Stone's Endurance again.
Sure. I'm gonna hit apply, and then you'll just add back your Stone's Endurance. If it's above an 8,
Yep.
it will reduce the... Okay, so you
That is
actually
10.
only have 9 less max health. So we're lowered by another 9.
Alright, so that is... I'm minus 20 max health currently, then.
Correct. And he's gonna make a second hit. At a 16, it just barely misses.
Boop boop, 21 AC, baby.
Let's go. We need set what? We'll do
21.
Well,
I took the
well,
defensive
Defensive
multi-attack thing. the multi-attack defense.
defensive.
So I
attack.
gain 4 AC when you hit me with an attack.
I am gonna switch out to me longbow. Attack from a distance.
That'll hit. He is just barely alive.
God, I'm regretting
There's
standing here.
Here's the extra attack.
That'll hit. And it is dead. Okay.
Would anyone like to take a very quick nap?
Oh my God, yes.
I would take a short rest. All my
Are
shit.
you taking a short rest out in the
Go to
rocks?
sleep. I
On the
cast
rock?
cat nap on the 3 of them.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh,
I don't need
remember.
catnap. I'm going to use 1 single second win. And then get it back with my rest.
I guess 2 people get catnapped. I need to go use the restroom.
Well,
and feed my cat.
you would
So
still
guys.
you would still use catnap
I'll
though.
be back.
What does the catnap do?
It allows you to take a short rest in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That's sweet.
So the crazy thing is
Once per long rest.
all of those runes and action surge reset on a short rest.
I was wondering about those ruins.
I forgot to ask if I eventually get my hit points back.
So
'Cause
the
otherwise I can only have...
the runes are single use single use per short rest or long rest.
It's pretty good.
But so the fire rune, I'm just going. Can I click it so it pops up? So that's the fire rune. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage and must succeed the strength throw, be restrained for a minute. It keeps taking 2d6 fire damage if it failed this restraining throw.
Pretty good.
And then this was the cloud rune one. That one is bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's once per rest though. Okay.
Yeah, but I just got them both back from our short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you can redirect a crit. that just makes it. Nice. Yeah, that just makes it one of the more useful abilities in the game, I feel like.
Yeah, I was scratching my head at which branch of fighter I wanted to go down, because I didn't really want to use like the what's the one where you get like maneuvering strike and stuff?
Battlemaster?
I didn't want to use Battlemaster for the 9,000th time.
Right, yeah, I don't blame you.
But I was struggling to figure out how Samurai was going to benefit me. And then that weird caster fighter, the Psy fighter or whatever it was, that one didn't work for this.
Okay.
Does my hit point maximum eventually come back?
Are we going for like a minute?
No.
Oh.
I walk up to Chunk and put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "There, Chunk. You'll get better by the morn."
Well, rocking a nice 2/3 right now.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Why would you say that?
Because it's my job. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait.
So that second one, Stone's Endurance, didn't reduce it enough to not have it?
No, I remember I made it less. It was still less. It reduced it enough to lessen it. Yeah.
All right.
No,
God.
that's wrong.
Yeah, I'm minus 20 max HP. Holy shit.
You're no longer frightened.
I am still frightened.
No, you're not. I took it off. You're frightened of your. You might be okay because of the.
I'm frightened from my fucking lower max HP.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Whenever Frank is back, you will make your way across. Who did everyone take catnap except for McMackle Snack?
I think so.
I believe so. I did. I think these two did.
Muldoon, did you also? Just because you can only benefit from it once per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're like, we all basically anybody who's short resting had to take it because otherwise we're hanging out for a half an hour to an hour.
It would have been
regardless.
an hour, yeah, and you do feel like that would definitely slow down your pace.
Yeah.
You only got 4 more.
We've got to
days of this,
keep
it'll
up
be
the
fine.
pace.
You only got 4 more days of this. It'll be fun. What's the worst that can happen?
Do these
Is the ailment that is affecting Jorah Primaris to reduce their health, is it a magical effect or is it some other?
You can do an Arcana check to figure out what it is.
Fuck yeah.
I stand over his shoulder
Or
like
detect. I guess you
I'll
have
give you a
detect magic
hand.
too. If you want to spend 10 minutes to ritual cast it, it would.
Oh, so then what I would have done is I would have ritual cast that during their nap.
It's the presence of magical effects. Yeah, I mean, you would know that they're cursed. I would give you that. It's cursed magic. It's, which I forget the school, but it's.
I perform symbols on my head, chin, and chest, and then spit on the ground and say, "A curse."
I thought you were about to do something.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
believe
okay, never
you
mind. I
wasted
can't
water
actually. I was gonna try to get really fancy, but I can't. So
It's no laughing matter, chunk.
You know what time it is as you are crossing the sands. Roll your checks.
I am downstairs by my dryer.
God
Can
damn
I
it.
use a
You're doing-
primeval awareness
2?
sense for
Feel.
things?
A minute level of spell slot you expend to sense whether the following type of creatures are present within 1 mile of you. You can sense whether the following type. Sure. I mean, I guess I can give you a good early warning sign.
Yeah, I mean it only lasts 1 minute, but like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
figure
well, you
popping
did great.
that once in a
You rolled
while
20
lower.
total. Great job. Okay, so.
Oh god, Muldoon, you just got swallowed by a worm.
not again.
You make your way across the sands again.
Making our way downtown.
And a large time passes and nothing happens. By some miracle, nothing happens.
Oh.
Do I feel healthier?
A few hours pass and once again, nothing happens. About half of the day has gone by. More than that.
I mean night?
And night has gone by and nothing has happened. I need 1 more acrobatics and performance check for the day. But you are
I will
almost
show
at
you
the
it,
end
baby.
of day 2.
Come on, roll on these dice.
I'm gonna use a luck point. Wait, that won't do anything. I'm just gonna roll with advantage.
You already rolled.
Wait.
Yeah, you got 18. Why are you?
You said I have to roll again.
Oh no, you do have to roll again. You're right. You already have advantage. I was looking at an earlier number. Sorry. So you got 17 and 23.
I rolled a 23 and a 23.
Oh god, I need to do a better job keeping track of
23.
this. I made the mummy take the 2.
I don't think you made a mummy take it.
No, I made myself
You
use the
still
19.
have-
Okay,
you still have
there
a
we go.
2.
I'm not going to use the 2 on myself.
You could if you wanted to.
I really
It's
would
up
rather
to you.
not, though. I would really rather not.
Okay. And once again on the cliff, because it seems to be a not super random occurrence, you see another cliff, this time about 40 feet high. Once again, you see a couple corpses on top. And I need the lead to make a perception check. Muldoon.
All right, ain't nothing these peepers can't see.
Well,
There's nothing up there.
There's nothing up there. Nothing at all. Just a corpse. Just a couple of corpses. Okay.
Just a few boys, and they're gross.
you guys had a very uneventful day. You are able to once again take. I actually need to take some more. I need to take 8 more gallons from yesterday. I did the wrong math out of this water skin. Wait a minute. No, I need to take more out of this water skin. I did some bad maths. So it's 16 per person. So what it should have been was 64 taken out.
64.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, no, because it's two gallons and it's 8 pounds per gallon. So it is 16 per person, and therefore it's 64 pounds gone. So what should have happened is it would have been 68. Because it's 200-pound water skins, I'm lowering that. And then today, once again, are you going to use the HUD again?
You're damn right I am.
Do D100 with advantage, Kradath, because I imagine at some point today you're going to be looking for water like you were before. +4.
I'll give him a hand.
That's what I imagined the advantage again.
Though he may not even
Not.
need me if this is his favored terrain.
I think that's the only thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be advantage then. He doesn't actually need you.
Fine, I'll just wait behind. Don't worry, don't wait up for old Muldoon.
Okay, so another
Walks at the
day
ground.
goes by. 64 more gallons of water. Would you like me to just take it off of Kradath again, or would some more people want to lessen?
If you could take some off of me, that'd be great. Doesn't have to be all of it, but some of it would be nice.
You can take some off me too.
I'll have me lose 40, and whoever's holding 20, they'll just not be holding water anymore. All right, I'll modify mine.
I got it. I got it.
All right.
Who was holding 20? Was anyone holding 20? I guess
Pool.
Paulum's taken 2. It has 22. Pool. So I'll take 20 off of that. You have 2 pounds of water left. Okay. And in this case, nothing is around you when you wake up. The second night approaches. Everyone takes a long rest.
And I
And we're
burn
transferred to Hero's Resolve or Hero's Rest, where we can fight an imaginary creature of our choosing.
And our hit points go back to full.
Before we go into the hut, can I pop a primeval awareness? And
Sure.
make sure that we're not on cursed ground again?
You are not.
We're not on the ground right now.
All right.
You are in the hut.
Beautiful.
But yeah, you were on the ground, cursed ground would run that. Your hit point maximum does not go back to normal. The curse persists.
Does
Hold
anyone
on.
know
I might have
remove
something for this.
curse? Guys, I'm still feeling like I've got mummy bits stuck in my throat.
Don't cough on me.
With them mummy bits.
You had me dump me curse remover out back in the village. You said only war.
Alright.
Bestow curse. That sounds.
I'm sorry,
similar.
Chunk. I've failed ye.
Bestow curse.
Ah.
What if I upcast Cure Wounds to 2nd level? Does that remove curse?
You can try it. See what happens.
Take out. Nope, I want all of those. Please hold.
I'm holding. You ever remove curse? In your book?
I do.
Well then.
Trying to
what's going
decide
on?
how much he likes me.
Take out arcane. Wait, not everything came through. Oh wait, I just realized something. No, it's prepared. Arcane locked. I don't think came over.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised because it should. I mean, that wasn't.
All right. Well, yeah, just get remove curse then, and then you don't have to take out arcane lock. That's what I'd
I
be swapping
won't.
it out with.
Okay. You can cast that twice at the beginning of the next day to remove the curses. But your
Oh,
hit
they're
point
two
maximum.
separate?
But you're both
because there's
cursed.
2 people that are cursed.
Oh. I thought you were
Paul's
saying
down-
because I got
Paul's
cursed
down to
twice.
29 max HP, and Crawdath's sitting there like, I have 40 max HP. I'm scared. Paul's at
Oh,
less than 30.
Yeah, I'm definitely used to that.
That's
So you
standard
don't get
My
heal
life is.
since this is post long rest. So your maximum is back to normal. Remove curse is not heal.
All right.
But you have normal max health.
I used the Pearl of Power, so I only used one spell slot.
That's great. I can hit apply.
I'm gonna
Bam. Gotcha. 9 HP.
cure wounds myself. And then I will cure wounds bolt. That ought to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hey, we're sitting just a wee bit better now.
The
How are you guys looking?
They're at 3 9. They're looking currently one's at 49 out of 60 and one's at 41 out of 50. And you
Feeling
have
the
taken a
best
long
I
rest
had
now, so anything you
days.
would get back as a long rest, you have.
Worth it.
Bam. Columns at full.
Boom.
Fantastic.
Good job, everyone.
I'll do
And
one
it's-
more. Why not?
Sure. It's
Why
also
not?
after that, it's that time. As you set off once again on the sands, you guys have been doing great.
That gets me damn near maxed. All right.
Second day uneventful. First day very eventful.
I'm gonna bend my luck if I can. I feel like that's not gonna. It's gonna need a little.
Sure.
I
I'd
don't
have to
know
see
where
it.
my
It's
roll
a
Peter
page
mine's
went.
I saw
14.
it.
I was a born
Okay.
dancer.
It's like-
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
My-
that 14, you feel like it helped. Ooh.
Oh,
trying.
McMackle snacks after the removed curse is just a little bit off his game, but everyone else is able to kind of make up for it pretty well, though. Everyone
you
seems to
you
be.
took that on yourself. You know, I'll carry you, buddy.
Thank you.
If you need that, just nestle into my big strong arms. They smell like sweaty hide.
Gross.
Does it help if it's not my own hide?
No, it makes it worse, actively.
Okay. So, this time, you come across. You don't smell the smell of cinnamon. You actually see a spice field. And you don't see the clouds over this one. This just looks to be a sitting field of spice.
get the barrel,
front.
boys.
Finally see seas of green.
We've
Yeah,
struck gold.
Who has a dried out water skin? Let's just fill that sucker up.
You can,
I got
you can
40
fill-
pounds of empty water skin with her name on it.
How much are you trying to get? So you can take. What are you trying to get? As much as you can. It's about
40 pounds here.
1 minute's about 2 pounds. 5 minutes is 10 pounds.
Could you bring up that ridiculous wings table that mathematicians had to figure out what the n+1 value was for the wings, and that can be the spice table?
I don't.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
I don't think so. It's a symbol.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look.
But yeah,
Keegan's
you're just
gonna
trying to
love
get
hate this.
as much as you can. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if we re-divvy water a little bit.
You're able to get. I mean, yeah, you're able to do. So, you stay around, and you get 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pound, 4 pound. You collect it up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then as the 5th minute comes around, and you get your 10th pound of spice. it's incredibly you hear a very familiar sound. It seems closer than last time. And
He's here.
you see the mound close of you, a large mound slither, like the sand displaces itself, and it is, this time it's maybe 50 feet away from you, coming quickly, loudly.
Whipping the
What
boomerang.
would you like to
Cast a fireball over here, like away
Okay.
from us.
do? Okay. So roll a d20, Paulum, and then roll an acrobatics check, Crawdath.
Sorry, I got lost.
Okay. So the fireball makes a big explosion. The boomerang actually hits at the right angle to sound like a footfall, and you see it curve, buying you a little bit more time. You know that these things are relatively persistent, so all you bought yourself is time.
How far to a stone field?
Is that what we're going to do at this time? 75 feet.
All right. I am going to cast Long Strider on myself. And then I am going to go into giant mode where I count as an extra large creature as far as lifting capacity, pick up our 3 friends, and hightail it at 40 movement speed to the rocks.
Let's do some math.
How big is the worm?
The worm. Oh, let me actually roll.
If I have to,
I'm
I
talking
cast
about-
a large on Maldoon.
I'm not talking about length. I'm talking about radius. Like, how wide is the worm?
No, I had the number.
Oh, you're talking like worm girth?
262 feet. Okay.
Worm girth is
Yeah,
wild.
it's an adult. I rolled. And it's an adult. That's what that last D100 was. So it is, yeah.
So 260 mouth diameter of 262 feet.
Yes.
Just like your mom.
Okay.
You could, so with enlarge, you can get it. Gargantuan, I need to double check this. Encumbrance. Calculator. So you are.
I can also long strider myself just for.
His strength
There
is
are-
9.
There are multiple worms, right? It's not just the one worm.
You only see the one.
Okay.
So you went to huge then, and huge. Well, that's not correct. Oh yeah, it's correct. 540 pounds. The only thing is, how much does Crawdath weigh as a Goliath?
Great question.
What's your typical Goliath weight?
I'm also.
It's only 540 at huge.
Yeah, because you have a 9 strength.
Yeah.
You can pop it up to Gargantuan with enlarge. Let me see what we got there.
I can also just cast long strider on myself and run next to
You
you.
got 1080.
Like-
If you got an enlarge, you get a 1080.
No, that's what.
you get. If you get
You want it?
the enlarge from Palom, so roll 1 d20 Palom as you enlarge. Okay. You're all set. You're able to grab them all up. I do need an acrobatics check, normal from Muldoon, as you are running as fast as you can. The worm around and starts heading towards you. You also do have an action if anyone can try to cast any more spells as well. But Muldoon is trying to get away.
I can't tell in the math anymore if I get.
You do
if
not.
I get advantage.
With everyone, no.
Oh, I'm going. Yep. Wait,
Boomerang while
I
I'm
got
being
one-
carried?
I am going
So-
to burn a second wind to give that a 1d10,
Okay.
and I only burn it if I succeed. That bumps that up to a 13, which does not necessarily seem like that passes.
Palom, buddy. I don't need an acrobatic. You're currently being carried, so I need an acrobatic check from Palom.
Oh, right.
I need An acrobatics
Oh,
check
then
from Kradath to see if he's going to have Muldoon have an advantage on that. Because I need to see if the boomerang does enough. Okay, so it does not do enough. Oh no, it does. 21. I see it.
21.
Why is it always go so high up? So you actually can you have an advantage on the acrobatics check, and we'll keep the D5 to add to it just in case. You don't have to if it's just going to succeed anyway. So, Muldoon, roll one more acrobatics check for me.
Why would I start now to roll terrible at acrobatics? I've been rolling
Colin,
nothing
you
but
were
like
thinking
26.
of doing something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're
bend.
currently at
I
a
was gonna use my
13.
for myself, but if I don't need to make it, I would totally put that to Muldoon.
With a 15, you
Can
just
I cast
barely
Lawn Strider on it?
make it.
Okay, so that does burn one of my second wins then because of that.
And the long strider. Oh, no, you get to boomerang or long strider. You boomeranged already. You just barely make it. The worm goes under the rock at the last second. Its mouth comes up. The gigantic maw on the razor sharp cheek is just about to overcome you, but you were able to just barely make it and drop everyone off at this rock outcropping.
That's exciting.
As you all collapse, or specifically as Muldoon collapses completely out of breath.
Shrinks.
I don't know how long. That
I don't know how to be tired of Scottish.
It's the exact same.
Okay.
Damn, that was hilarious.
It's a good strat. It does put everything on one person, though. But yeah, you make it. About 30 minutes pass and the worm goes off. Would you like to do anything else before you set out on this rock? You don't see anything special. You did get a full 10 pounds of spice.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat some spice. This has been a very
what?
hectic day.
You realize you'll be at disadvantage all day tomorrow.
Unless he eats it
Not
again.
if he eats more
Only if I
spice
don't take
tomorrow.
it.
It is so. In order for someone to get a spice high, it is half of a pound. It's a lot. Is it a quarter of a
Holy
pound? Because spice isn't that
I
much.
was-
Quarter of a pound. Quarter of a pound.
Could you imagine doing a quarter pound of cocaine, which is to what I assume spice is, each time?
Okay,
You
eighth of a
gotta
pound.
really commit.
We'll do an eighth of a
I don't
pound.
see
I'm
the
going
problem.
by pounds.
Make it a full pound. I don't care.
No, then we're going by quarter of a pound. Frank convinced me. Quarter pounder of spice. You
Like a
put it on
quarter
food.
pound
You
of
take
spice.
some of your rations. You just sprinkle it over it, and you usually would eat. You ingest it by eating.
I put it in my water.
That works too. So you have advantage. So you have advantage for the rest of the day. It's not an hour. It's the rest of the day.
Just want you to know an eighth is usually an eighth of an ounce.
Yep. Spices. This is also what I've known from Tales. Very diluted compared to old Tales of Spice. Something happened when the world changed. But yeah, if you like to do anything
Advantage for the
rest
of
the rest of the day on everything.
No good, man. Oh, it tastes so good, man. You gotta
His
use
eyes turn
jabs.
blue. His red eyes
Good.
turn a very
Good.
distinct blue.
Good. Try
The
it.
entirety of his eye. There is no more white iris.
Do it.
Kradath dips a finger in.
You wouldn't get anything.
Oh, you're
from
gonna
the
need way more
finger.
than that. Way more than that.
Does it taste like cinnamon? Because I'm in.
He does have a cinnamon taste and smell.
I'm all right. I'm eating my quarter pounder.
Okay, so you have 9.5 pounds. Plus, you got 2 pounds from the. You got a pound. Sorry,
Yeah, I was-
from the geyser. The
Junkies, the fucking lot of ya!
So you're at 10.5 pounds.
Here I am thinking we've hit the gold mine motherland and I'm hanging out with a bunch of crackheads. We haven't even gotten there.
Either the other two,
Just get that donkey too.
anyone else taking spice?
No.
Okay.
No,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I'll pass. Thank you, lad. God
Okay.
be praised.
So
I'll
as
take
you
his
make your
share.
way- you can eat more if you want. You don't have to.
Don't
No,
tempt
no,
the
no, no,
man.
no.
Will you essentially just transcend?
No. It ends up getting bad if you end up eating like a
At
pound
10
of it.
pounds, you become the Muad'Dib.
Okay.
Am I selling it yet?
I don't know if selling it's the right word. Anyway,
I'll buy some.
I would like everyone to make your acrobatics or performance check.
So help me God,
not
if now
you.
I'm making 26s on my goddamn rolls.
I got a 21. I got a.
There
7,
she is!
20. It evens out. Paul's not quite used to the spice. Even though it seemed to kind of help him out a little bit, he's tripping a little bit too hard, and he's acting like he starts walking like a normal person. But everyone else evens out.
Because he's not as big as me. He really should have only had
Cool,
about
cool,
a third
cool.
of a pound.
Act cool.
Roughly.
They won't know. They won't know.
Roughly halfway through the day, once again, this time you smell cinnamon, and you see the clouds in the air.
Every time we go near one of these, we get attacked by a worm. And we have a pretty good supply currently.
Well,
It's the
at the
desert,
rate
just
you
go around
you crackheads are going through our stash, I don't know how much we're gonna have when we hit the motherland.
We have like days and days of this.
I don't know. It looks like you just did 2 pounds of the good stuff.
It was a half a pound.
Oh, we only did half pound.
Yeah, it's a quarter
Yeah.
of a quarter.
Yeah, within the first 45 minutes of achieving it.
we currently
We gotta make sure
have,
it's right. We gotta make sure it's the good stuff, you
we
know?
currently have 20 days supply of crack.
If you use it. But I mean, if you want to sell it,
Mhm.
you're going to have more.
Oh my god.
I thought the goal was to come here to gather it up and sell it.
We're trying to get to the middle. We're supposed to get to the middle of this place.
Well, yeah,
The goal
we're
was
gonna
to-
build a crack empire
Yeah,
in the middle.
No, the premonition was go to the middle, build up a town, and then find ways to ship it out.
Yeah, I think we've got enough on us to make it all the way there. We've got the advantage.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we can skip this one patch.
Yeah, this is the, and to be clear, this is the cinnamon smelling one with the clouds above it.
Fine. Just throwing away 1,000 gold. I start mumbling as I
You
want.
can go try and grab some if you want to, Crowdath. No, not Crowdath. Muldoon.
I turned to the DM's character, who's clearly the 5th member of the party, and I said, "Do you want to do some too?"
I wouldn't be against it.
Great.
Okay.
Now it's 3 against 2.
But yes, so if you're going to skip it, then you can do one last check for the day, acrobatics or performance, and it is starting to get towards nighttime.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Night.
Let's go.
I'm gonna burn a D10.
Sure. Okay, that does make you pass.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
it means 3 passes is not a failure. What the Micmac McMackle snack.
Goddamn right.
The thing behind you, does blow up, but you are far enough away. The little vibrations from it does kind of throw you off a little bit as far as your movement goes, but you're able to get back on track with everyone else.
That's good.
As you are getting close to the end, this time, this is apparently very spice-filled day. You find a non-smoking spice patch.
This one we will.
All right, fine. We'll go for this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna
All
start
right,
putting
this
my
time we
pocket-
won't be greedy,
I-
boys. We'll only get 5 pounds of the spice. 10 clearly is too much.
I would like to primeval awareness this shit.
I'm going to hold on.
How-
Hold. This also didn't come over, but I did have it prepped. I'm casting locate creature.
Do you need to know the specific creature?
It's a worm.
Okay, creature. Could it just be anything of a specific type?
A worm.
The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Okay, perfect.
If you have seen such a creature up close,
You
at least once.
have. You almost got eaten by it. Okay.
All right, so I will know 1,000 feet out where the worm is for an hour.
Sure. So you are able to sense when the worm is within
1,000 feet.
You know when it is there. You, Palom and Kradath, as you are grabbing more of it, you're not quite addicted to it enough yet, but you sense that it's going to get harder and harder to stop grabbing this as time goes on, the more you do this. You're able to pull yourself away in time and get back to the rock, but both the two of you look longingly back at the spice patch.
It's so pretty.
I shout,
drugged up
I
fucker.
shout, whisper to Frank, "They've got the fever." Well, actually, hold on. Let me make a perception check to see if I notice it.
Do an insight check. What's your insight on that?
My insight is worse.
Oof.
Okay. Oh, you do not notice. You are able to do your combination of primeval awareness and the, well, I guess you to double check that this isn't, because it's still up technically, a desecrated ground again, and get it and do another long rest if you would like. Which
I would.
you like. That'll be the end of night 3. You are more than halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. I waited a full day to start doing drugs. I feel like that's responsible.
That's pretty good.
Are you guys going to do it again tomorrow?
I can't roll a disadvantage.
Because we took it at halfway into the day, would we need to make that decision immediately?
I'm not going to make it overcomplicated. Yes, you would have to. I'm not going to try and...
Oh, we wake up in the morning fiending.
Yes. So you can either take the day at disadvantage, or eat your morning rations with spice.
How many more
Can
days
we-
Help me,
do we have
God,
left?
if you put that in the community pot.
You have 2 days
Can we
left.
eat just enough to take the edge off
Jeez.
Nope.
and not have advantage? Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna spice it up.
You realize that there's only 1 day of negativity, but now if you do it again,
It's 2 days.
it'll be 2
It's a
days.
lifetime of negativity.
My whole life's been negative, and I just spice it. But this stuff makes me feel.
Okay, which means
I-
you are
Oh,
having
Spiced.
everything at advantage.
I turn to McMackle Stack, and I go,
Mhm.
"We've got crackheads in the party."
oh fuck.
We prefer spice domes.
We've got
bound.
spice domes in the party.
It was bound to
Thank
happen.
I think I would take it again.
Okay, so you're down to 10 pounds
It's-
of spice total then.
Yep.
So,
I can
Do
only
your
preserve
checks.
one of them.
do your rhythm checks.
Does that feel like it? Does my 15 feel like it needs help?
Nope. 15 feels like it's just on point.
There we go.
Okay. Gradath's, he's getting used to the spice. So, the second day, he had a little, he was on his mind as to whether he should have done it or not. So it made him move a little bit less, a little bit more rhythmic than normal, but everyone else is able to even it out.
Just hitting my stride.
Wow. What's funny is this is a lot of these. I mean, these are random events that happen, but I've been just rolling the same ones. This time, it's a spice field with a cloud over it.
Are we going in circles, or is it just me?
You know that you're going straight.
Take a lot of spice.
Well, based on Lady Luck, we know the cloud ones usually suck ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's skip the
I
first one.
You guys going
I'm
around?
feeling it. I check my bag of spice, make sure I still have 10 pounds in it, and like, yeah, okay, I might have enough for the rest of the day.
I need Palom and Kradath to do wisdom saving throws. Still with advantage? Ooh.
Oh.
Kradath, you start to walk away. Then you look back. Then you walk a little bit closer. Then you walk a little bit closer.
Do I notice him not leaving?
You do.
Get away from the stuff. We've got enough.
And as you say that, Karath, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the cloud explodes.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna
With advantage.
bend luck regardless. Try and help him out. There you go, add one.
Dexterity saving throw was 20, so 21. You were able to dodge out of the way. Just fine as the spice explodes, and that does kick you out of your stupor.
Holy shit.
The large sound once again.
Where am I?
You look around, you see that you are a good... By the time people noticed you, you see you were a good 30 feet away from your friends. And at this moment... I need to get the right page up. You see... a very familiar mound coming towards the explosion. Fast.
Play the same song and dance from the first time
He's
this happened.
30 feet away from you and on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, he's fucking magic then. Never mind.
You can do the
I
acrobatics.
once again go large, cast Long Strider on me, and go swoop him up and come running.
I can long strider myself.
You have half movement on the first one because you're prone.
Let's see what we got. Oh, you are 70 feet away from the nearest rock outcropping, and you have to run
Of course
30
we are.
feet to grab him and then back.
Um,
So you could do it.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace
Okay.
and start making my way at 90 degrees from these guys.
Okay. So with Pass Without a Trace, I'll need you to make a... We will just... I'll say it's a stealth check. We'll say it's a stealth check.
Can I cast it in such a way that I also hit them?
No,
They're
because
30
you're
feet away.
30 feet away. You can sneak away into... It looks like the worm is going for the explosion. So you could cast Pass Without a Trace on yourself. and try and sneak towards Muldoon if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Now, I will put into perspective, the mouth of this worm is, what, 200 feet?
If it's the same worm, yeah.
Actually, it is.
Okay.
You ever feel like we're living the same day and over and
It's so
over?
funny.
Yeah.
It's just
So you had some of the spice too.
No.
okay. So roll a stealth check with advantage plus 10. Okay, so you're able to get to Muldoon, and then I'm gonna need the same thing to be played again. With the enlarge, you're able to get to the correct. What?
I wouldn't get on Muldoon. I would.
Oh well, if you're running away, then the worm would be. I would still. Then you're able to go off. But the worm's now going towards the group. That is now trying to run towards the.
Got you. If I saw that he was running in his own direction, I'm not going to chase him. But my long strider still stands. I'm going to run
So
run
you
as
don't
fast
need
as I can.
enlarge without him, so there's no reason to casting a large spell.
Well, I could pick
Um,
up these two
And I
if
would
I
give
need.
you have advantage on the acrobatics check. Just, well, I guess you would have it. in
Or
general,
if
you
the
just
three of
roll
you are
it.
together, you can rope trick.
That's
We
true.
don't have enough
actually.
time.
How long does rope check take to cast? We have to climb up the
I-
rope. That's right.
You have to climb up the rope.
So yeah, that would be hard to do to climb up the rope in that amount of time.
I can expeditious retreat and just go as well.
Oh, if we
Then
all
you
have
just
our own.
would pick up McMackle.
I need to be. I need to be carried.
And I would just run as fast as I can
Sure.
with
So with expeditious retreat, because that lets you bonus, it's about the same. It would be 2 advantage acrobatics check. You're not near a rock. You're going off into the sand, and then you're circling around. So
Alright.
you have a little bit of time there, Karnath. But you also rolled a
That's-
32.
yeah.
So then it's advantage acrobatics check from the 2 people that are running.
That's bad.
So you still have a chance of potentially do something, but Pollum,
Am I running
running
past Column
expeditious
Mill up?
retreating.
Could I just grab him as he's going bad?
you could.
I double
You have to
critted.
slow down enough to get another. You have to do one more check if you have to slow down to grab him. But this one would be.
What if I added a 1d10 to that?
You'd still have to do what? Because if you're gonna stop by to try and help someone, you're slowing down in some way. shape, or
There,
form.
I feel I can't leave him behind.
Sure.
Even if he is a crackhead, he's.
And in order to get
Hour.
advantage on the next check, someone would have to do something like with magic or something to help you out.
No, I'll just do it normal.
You sure you don't want to?
Yep.
Sure. Okay. Ballsy. You make it to the
I still.
rock.
I do have something up my
I know,
sleeve for
I
if
know you-
everything goes totally.
Well, I also could add the 1d10 to it if I
1d10,
needed to.
So you're able to make it. Rodoth, just make one more stealth check as you make your way back to the rock with your plus 10 and advantage. You don't think there's a way that this goes wrong.
You fucking cinnamon sniffers, keep bringing this pain upon us.
I also have Natural Explorer, so I can move at normal pace while stealthed.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
I just need one more check. Okay, you're great.
Um,
You make
I
it
just
back
get
and
better.
around. You make it back and around. And same thing happens. 30 minutes, the worm goes away. And you're all back on the rock while you're waiting.
Well, that was fun.
That was close.
I think we need to stop making the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Maybe seeing all the cinnamon patches, spice patches are to test.
I don't think there's
Also-
anything testing us here except for
Hey,
that
look.
worm testing us for how tasty we are.
That's deep. That's deep.
I try.
And I'll like put my hand in my spice pouch and like bring it up and start sniffing my hand.
The fuck is the matter with you, boy?
The worm took a
Okay.
little of the edge off.
It's just too good.
Okay, we'll do one more. Check. You were making your way again across the sand.
I'm gonna add that 1d10.
I'm gonna bend my luck.
I'm just gonna take the 16.
Ooh,
So
that's
it's
not
an
good.
Yeah, there's mine.
I only got 12.
There we got Kradath, and you took the 16, you said?
Yep, so
That
it's
you
an
had from
18.
donation? Okay. Just barely, you feel like you're able to, with the 15 and the 18, it's a 50-50, you're able to
Mine
move.
failed, right? Because
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about spending it, yeah. You're just barely able to move with that. People were shaken by the fact that, someone walked back to a cloud that everyone else was trying to pass, and there was a little argument going on, and you were able to quiet it down just in time. Feel a
Sorry,
little rumbling, but then it goes away.
I'm weak and the spice is good.
Nothing happens until just around the end of the day. No, I'm not. I'm not doing
Do it again.
No, I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick one of the other one, or we'll see. One more time. No, it keeps rolling the same thing. Anyway, so you see again.
A cliff.
No, actually, this time for the second time, you see
a corpse on a spice field.
Hunched over figure in the middle of a mound of sand. You recognize it as one of the people from the other expeditions.
Is he almost dead like last time?
He does look almost dead.
Shite.
We got plenty of spice. He said he wants some spice.
We're almost there. I think we can spare the water.
How much water do we have left for the trip?
I need to remember to see another 64. 320 minus.
If only we had thought to take create or destroy water.
If only one of us decided not to take two fucking great axes.
28 pounds of water, so you have enough for 2 days for the 4 of you.
And how many days
have 1 day left,
exactly
right?
enough. Well, no, because you haven't drank for today yet. Remember, you took only enough.
We didn't have anything to spatter. Well, let's go up and see what he needs at least, but we don't have the water.
Give it to him out of mine.
The fuck are you gonna do without it, you crackhead? You're probably going through water faster than the rest of us.
I'll eat spice.
You're fucking 10 feet 11. How you gonna go without water?
Look, at this point, there's only 2 of us making it, so I'm fine with giving this water supply away.
Okay, so are you gonna go up to him and give him the? Are you talking?
I'm gonna check for an ambush.
I'll give him a share of water for me.
Sure, do a perception check.
All right, let me get in on there.
Okay, there's no ambush. Looks like it's just that person. And as Kragath goes up to him, he says, "Water, please. I'm sorry I got separated from the other group." And he would gratefully take the water that comes out of that you have. Comes out of your water skin. I don't know what I was saying.
What are we gonna do now? Leave him here? There isn't another group. They didn't make it.
We got separated when a worm was around. They seem to be just fine. I think they'll make it. I just wasn't
tag along?
carrying our water. Thank God, or they all would have died.
is wasn't that first guy we saw a member of this group?
No, he was
We
actually just
assume?
a random person.
How long
This is the
ago was
first-
the last expedition?
So this is, you get a sense that the first guy you saw was from just a random adventurer trying to see what's up here, and made some mistakes. You currently came in here at the same time as three other groups of 4 from different angles. So this is one of technically your expedition that's going to meet in the center and then try to make something of this. There's
Oh, we know.
12
So we
people
know this
total.
guy?
You do
Yeah.
know this guy, yes.
Oh, that's different. Sorry, I thought this was just a random stranger.
Oh no, sorry, no. You know
That's
he's from
why
one
I
of the other
said give him.
expeditions. He did not. He's not the
And-
carrier of this group's water though, so he does not have.
Well, he can tag along and use my water skin for the moment, and Kradoth is amazing, and he will definitely find water today.
Roll
Yeah.
D100.
We're
with
fucked.
advantage.
Jesus,
Nope.
Oh, wow.
not do it.
Does anyone want to bend luck?
He's a 79 total.
My cannon's only a D20.
What do you mean it's a 79 total? I'm seeing 95.
It's
No. It's
75 plus
advantaged,
4.
it's an advantaged D100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And
You
considering I
rolled-
had a 90 something on one of the other ones, I think I have to roll a fucking 100.
Very hard to find water here. But that was the last major event. If you guys would like to settle down for the night, you're able to get
Well,
off the
you
sand
know
just
what?
fine.
Can I search for water while he was looking? Since I'm also a ranger,
Sure.
I don't get advantage though.
Correct.
And then, do I add my
It's
survival
just a
bonus
flat,
to it?
Yeah, it's a flat D100, and then I would add a survival bonus.
I'm just gonna add the 5 to it. That's not even
Sure.
close enough for me to add anything else to.
Both of you make good efforts, but it is very difficult. The only water known to be in this area at all is old reservoirs, very deep underground in very specific spots hidden by very secretive people.
And none of them want to be my friend because I've been eating spice.
It's dry as a goddamn fart out there.
So one of you, if he stays with you for the whole day, would have to go without water, which we can broach the next day because if your last day coming up, he would drink 2 extra. He would do his share of 2 gallons.
So, for the end of this day,
Mhm.
Keegan already is going to be down 1.
You
Right.
can drink for today, for the end of this day. It's just the day after you would
Yeah,
be
but
short.
We're currently short 1. If we
For
keep
the
him
last
again,
day.
we will be short. We will be short 2.
Yes, correct. You'd be short 4 gallons total. Unless someone wants to take a level of exhaustion now. And then you would... Then another person would have to take it the next time. It depends if the other people had any more... or was able to save any more water. You could bank on that 100% if more people make it to where you're meeting. And if they did have a little bit more water with them. Or able to find any. Everyone ended up setting out with the same exact amount of water.
So then there's going to be 20 of us in the middle with no water left and not enough to get back.
Yeah, we really thought that through.
We only brought enough for the trip one way, and there's no fucking water in the middle.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to hope I find water tomorrow.
There's a whole other couple of groups too. Who knows? Maybe someone found water along the way.
Or
Sure.
hopefully they brought more than just what they needed.
Setting off on a 30-mile hike with a 1 Nalgene.
Hey,
For 5 of us now.
Four
Take your long
4
rest.
gallons is not a lot to be short. like grand scheme of things.
Out of the amount that you had.
Is in the Gobi Desert.
Yeah.
And then, who's taking spice? Anyone taking spice?
I'm taking spice.
Okay.
Palm's feeling.
Disadvantage on everything.
For 2 days now.
In Chunk's defense, he's going to be fucking exhausted tomorrow from not drinking water. I don't
Did
know
you
if he
not
wants to
drink
come off
today,
a
or
bender.
did you?
He
did
didn't
you
drink
not drink?
today. He
Did-
gave
is that-
his water to the dude.
I didn't know if he took
I
from someone
would've-
else's, or if you've taken a level of
I
exhaustion.
would have drank water today.
Oh, okay, so you took from the
Yeah.
pool. As long as everyone was okay with that.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's fair to say that I didn't drink the entire day.
But yeah, so it's the 2 gallons or nothing, as far as
Yeah. Yeah, I would take the 2 gallons off from me.
Yeah.
So now it's today you don't have water.
And then one other person wouldn't have water.
It's alright, all our canteens just run dry about 5 miles from the
Everyone
the oasis.
dies of
Yeah.
dehydration.
I feel like I have to do spice again.
Okay, you're down to 9.5 pounds. On your last
No.
leg of the journey, your last day, I need everyone to do another check. See if anything else happens. You're so close. You're almost there.
Oh yeah, I
28,
didn't actually hit
dang.
this button.
You guys feel great. You've learned to walk without rhythm over the last few
Can
days.
we search for the other group that lost him while we're looking to maybe pawn him off and get his extra water?
Yeah.
The direction that they went, you wouldn't meet up before you got there. He got separated and walked in an opposite direction for a while because he got lost. You're not going to be able to see them until you got there.
I like that.
All right.
Significantly less.
Okay. So, you come across another
Demon.
No, this is probably the last thing that you'll get before you get to the cave, because it's also that time. It is one last spice field with a cloud above it.
I'm sweating bullets, man.
We have a
Me
fuck.
too.
How many fucking pounds have we harvested? You should be fine.
Here's at 9.5 left.
It's 9.5. It's
10.5 left. One day we harvested 10 pounds.
Yeah, you had a total of 11 pounds, and they've already consumed. I guess no, 10.5. They have 9 because they consumed 3 days worth. Which
Yeah.
between the
Yeah,
two
we're at
of them
9.5.
Is not. Yeah, you're at 9.5 pounds.
Yep.
You've skipped a lot of them because worms.
This one explodes.
It is a steam cloud one.
I feel like we shouldn't fuck with it. But I also like spice.
Oh,
Yeah.
could I use Mage Hand to grab some? Forgot I had that.
It can grab objects, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, I need Kradath and Palom to make a disadvantaged wisdom saving throws. Oh, it's still a 15. God damn.
Woof.
This time, you're mage handing it, but you don't actually realize it. But as you're mage handing it, you're actually walking towards it as well. You're walking towards the mage hand as it's coming back to you. Because you just, that mage hand doesn't really have enough of it in there, let's be honest. You could get more.
No, I have 2 hands, but 3 hands are better than 1 hand.
Exactly. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have advantage on this?
You do. Okay. Let me double check what the DC was, but I think you're good. Yes, you are good. You are able to deal with it, and for will probably be the last time in this one shot. 30 feet away. One last shot for the worm.
Oh, God.
Column is prone on the ground. 30 feet away, the worm is rushing towards him quickly. The rest of the group, you are.
I'm gonna take the step toward Palom, cast Pass Without a Trace.
So you're going to take the 30 feet step towards, or you take the step and then cast it on him? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the same again.
Yep, because I can get both me and him at the edges of a 30... Or, actually, it's a 30-foot emanation.
So it's around you. Technically, you could get everybody.
Yeah, I can... Everybody gets Pass Without a Trace. Booyah.
Okay.
Everybody get past. So yeah.
What about our new friend?
He'd still be in there. So you pass
gets
without a
this
trace.
wrong.
And since everybody is passed without a trace, and there is no target for the worm to go, I need everyone instead to make a performance check or an acrobatics check with advantage as you go across. Because you're not trying to, quietly walk. It's looking for a target. So now you try and walk without rhythm again. Try and...
Oh, I'm just using the 20.
You can do that, yeah. Okay. You guys are great. You're able to go away, and essentially you see the worm go towards another rock outcropping and come up and like seems to move itself around, but it doesn't know where you are. You're able to walk without rhythm away from it and find your way farther through the desert.
There, I have successfully remade everybody's portraits.
Thank you.
How many chins? Oh,
No chin,
No,
no chin improvement.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Oh, okay.
Eyebrows, sheep, and thin face.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so how we will end it tonight, and I guess the beginning of next time, or because the main thing we have to go over at this point is exactly what you do here. We can discuss a little bit, but it's about ending time. You were able to find the spot that you had seen a premonition of. It is a wonderful... Let me pull it up. Nope, that's not it. Huh. I don't think you're on the map right now. Rip. No one's on the map.
Rip.
You're able to find... That's the wrong thing.
It's the wrong map.
A series of outcroppings that lead down into a tunnel. It looks like a bunch of rocks closer together. An area where the sandworm wouldn't be able to get in as easily. And an area very much towards the right, which looks like it would have... You could put some tents. Down to the south, some more tents. And then a tunnel in the center of this that goes down farther in. And you meet all of the other three groups. Only one other person was lost. So you have a total of 11... There's three groups of 4. You have a total of 11 people.
We found your missing pup, lads. You left him behind to die.
We might not have... There you go. And they just say, thank you so much. We didn't mean to. It was either him or the three of us get eaten by a worm. I don't know what
You're lucky chunk the spice head's a right enough guy to give him some water and suffer along the way.
I mean, we appreciate it.
God's help us.
I might need a couple of days of detox now.
We did cut off a little bit. We did take one day of exhaustion a little ways back to save up some water, so we should be able to have some. Maybe we can find some down in that cave in the center.
Yeah, as long as there's
better.
water
Did any
somewhere
of
in
us
this
decide
cave.
to bring enough for the trip back if this didn't play out?
I mean, I think we'd all hope to strike water, hopefully get water where that cave is. That's what the premonition was. hopeful.
Bunch of planners, we all are.
Some of us had that premonition. Yeah. It's the spice, though. Thing's gonna sell like crazy.
It's gonna
Jerry here's
sell like
been
spice cakes.
taking it since day one. It looks like he's addicted to it for
For
a
life.
long time. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight. You were able to find your area. And we'll come, I mean, pretty much what's left at this point. Because you are able to find water down there. That is an old Fremen home. You're able to find a very good amount of water. The biggest question is, from this, since you are able to strike out into the desert. No, you didn't need to do a roll for it. It was just down there. Don't try and make this bad on yourself. What would you do with the spice?
Barrel it and sell it.
You're able to find a pretty decent amount and also get a route of some form outside of here. And if you're planning on barreling it and selling it to the various people of this world, you can definitely do that. What would you sell it for?
I feel like if we sell it, we're gonna cause more problems than good.
We wouldn't have come out here otherwise. The
What
fuck
if
else
we-
is there to do around here?
What if we only sell it to the armies?
I feel like we sell it to whoever would buy it. We make sure that the only people collecting it have been issued permits, if you will. Start a regular gold rush.
You have control of the spice. So
The
you can do
spice,
what
the
you'd like.
spice must flow. But yeah, I presume we have to sell it pretty high because I can't imagine this place has many other resources for itself. So we got to import everything, and it's dangerous. So we need guards and all of that shit.
Mm.
What are
We
you gonna
basically
sell it
need to
for?
jumpstart an economy.
Yes.
I don't know. What would a day's worth of advantage be worth? That's fair, even if it's a cursed item.
So I'm leaving that up to, like, so what are you asking for? What do you consider that to be as far as, like, I can look up the price of magical items or whatnot, but what do you
2
thinking
silver.
the
I
equivalent
think
would
it's
be
2 silver
per what?
No, I
per
think
per day's
realistic-
dosage. 2 silver.
I think
No.
realistic-
No, it's definitely 2 silver.
I
I want to be
real-
able to buy this in the future for 2 silver.
I think that it should be $50 a dose if you buy it in town here. Like if you made it all the way here and you're buying it from the source.
Oh, like 50 silver just because it's
No, like
so
50 no,
abundant.
like
Like
for a
50
quarter
gold.
pound,
50 gold
for a
here.
quarter
Well,
pound.
Because a fucking
Interesting.
enlarged potion is 300 gold. Like
Yeah, but it's practically
Whether-
dripping off the walls here.
The premonition did also tell you to name the town Arrakis, so you don't.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Get it.
I feel like it's
How much
probably
would it be
50 gold
outside
if
for
you
exported.
probably 100 plus, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? 4 or 5 parties of 4 just risk their whole lives to come here and set up a town.
And you could ship
And
out
it-
barrels of it and make a pretty good amount of
Yeah.
money. You do. So
But we're all because we're all paying. You got to pay the miners. You have to pay for the guards. You have to pay for the supplies.
and all of them need to know how to walk out here and the best paths to take. You know
In
that
and
you're
out.
going to lose some for sure because there's no way everything's going
And then
to be able to get passed.
And then every addict is pocketing more and more for themselves.
The only quarter full barrels get out of here.
Yeah.
So you sell
I'm
it
in
for
for
50
the
gold
barrels.
per quarter, 100 gold per export for a quarter. And the way that this works, as we jump ahead many years, every safe zone has fully outlawed spice because of its addictive nature, but neutral zones still buy it on occasion depending on the zone. And it has been
Why don't we make-
limited. mostly to the northwestern section of the Avirath side, the left side.
Good. Do you want to make it that this was the drug that guy was importing in the city?
I will. No, skooma, because skooma is also another drug.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no,
I
we
wanna
already
keep
had
the skooma.
skooma going. Sorry, we are. Oh, I guess we'll set up another drug town, another one shot.
We'll start our
No,
own
but-
black market.
So now in the main
Looks like
campaign, which you will
Blue
eventually
Crystal
more than likely
Rocket.
make your way to the western side and also the northern part, you will potentially be running across spice. It is now a export of the northwestern part. Though, like I said, safe zones have outlawed it fully due to its addictive nature.
Excellent.
does-
We did it.
It does still, Ripple would be able to read in the book, it does still get sold in those neutral zones.
I've
Congratulations.
read about it for academic purposes.
And we made the world a worse place.
Excellent.
Did it, guys?
Well, that's why I didn't make myself a good character, chaotic neutral.
Exactly. And guys, for the third time in a row on this channel, we have done a one-shot in one night.
One
Praise be.
there.
Praise be.
I can't go back to Scottish. I started doing Ripple.
Which has been flipped.
What were you going to use the resilient sphere if you got eaten by a worm?
I only if I was going to use Resilient Sphere to get warm. No, I was going to use the wall.
You keep
Wall of
cutting in
force
and out.
inside of the worm?
Oh. No, I was going to use a wall of force to create a diagonal ramp
Oh, okay.
to
Like, make it
force
go
the
above
worm
you?
off of trajectory.
That would have been great.
What about
Uh,
a movable
Would
rod?
would it have been a fight with the worm, or would we have just been swallowed? And that's
So a adult worm, which I rolled every time, is a instant kill. If you get swallowed by it, the baby worm would have been a fight with a purple worm, which I could have rolled.
I
It would have
would've
been an actual fight. And yeah,
Wall of Force is basically a 100 by 100 foot immovable rod.
it's pretty great. And then there was a chance that you also got an elder worm, which would have been very difficult to get away from. But that was a 1% chance. I rolled a D100 every time a worm popped up.
For the worm.
And it was a 1% chance to find water before founding the town. So, a 100 total.
AKA
next time
easy.
we'll have to remember not to carry multiple weapons on us, so we can carry a little more than a day.
Well, we're not going to be
Look, I
doing
had-
Dune, probably.
I had a small collection of great axes.
20 pounds apiece.
I actually liked how the cleave mechanic works.
He's pretty
You
good.
shouldn't get used to it, because you got to rebuild your character with the new stats. Or is cleave the new weapon property?
new
on
one.
Link?
Cleave is the weapon property. Yeah.
Ah,
It just like it adds a little extra flavored text.
Your sword's going to start picking up a great axe. He doesn't have the strength, I don't think, to make that work.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Okay.
Creaser couldn't get it off the ground.
I was all set up to fight like a big boss and drop him in one, and we never really did. Though the undead minotaur was pretty tough, as was the fire mage.
No, that was a good nighttime thing. There was a chance that I didn't roll where you could have also fought some boulettes, which are like smaller burrowing creatures.
Oh, we fought those in another thing, didn't we?
I think you fought some in the Underdark. I think boulettes was in that campaign at some point. I think so.